if you're not here. I didn't see you in here, so I had no reason to unmute.
Yeah.
How's it going?
There you go.
It's going. It's going. Had a really, really good close match just before this one. It was
Yeah.
down to a
I
fleet
switched
one.
on top of that ramp, and then it didn't exist anymore.
Yeah. We were already down 5 at that point. I was like, eh.
So you know where you can't be down 5 mechs? Private lobby.
Is that so?
Apparently.
Apparently. All right. Well, I said we're going to do this at some point.
You gonna pull the band-aid off? Or no? Just gonna delay it again?
No, we'll do it.
Really?
Are you shocked by that?
Yeah, a little.
Failboat's out there too. He was actually
Yeah,
in my match.
I was just on Discord chatting to him, and then I'm like, oh, I should get NetherRap for some lobbies, and he's like, oh, he's in my match. Oh, is he? Oh, I should join him. Oh,
See, look at that.
Joined.
Here, let
Oh,
me even change my title.
Oh, this is not
Gilling
even
up.
happy anymore. This is like mildly elated. Is that RJ base? Is that in chat?
Yeah,
Is that the real RJ base?
it is. All right, give me a second here. Just gonna turn this down a little bit. yes, RJ. I saw the tweet. Glad to see she's got it installed. Has she made it through her cadet matches yet? Are you working on alt account number like 11? I know you've got
RJ base 4, RJ base 5.
Well, he's got RJ base. He's got the real RJ base. He's got RJ base a third. RJ, I think he's got RJ Bass. No, RJ Fish. Sorry.
I
thought.
How do you spell RJ Bass compared to RJ Base?
No, I'm actually more what it is I'm more used to back when RJ was streaming and he would introduce himself. He would actually say RJ Bass, RJ Fish. I'm like, so in my head I was like playing through RJ's kind of the variations of his name that he likes to put out there.
So, Nutty, what would you like to practice first?
What should I practice first? Aside from I know I'm gonna die.
It's your call, buddy. See, there's choice. See, like, here's the thing. You actually have the power. You have the choice. You just pick a weight class and a range or a rough, even just a rough thing, you know. Any weight class you want.
You could do
Any
something.
range you want.
You know what? I've been very lacking on mediums.
Cool.
I've been really
Short
lacking.
range, long range.
Mid range. Short to medium range.
Yeah. Short to medium range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll hop out my 85-ton mech of nondescript variety.
You don't play 85-ton mechs. Are you kidding me? You never play 85-ton mechs. Ever.
Ever.
Oh,
Oh
RJ,
my goodness.
that was funny. That was hilarious.
I was like, dead set, RJ. You totally stole that.
But of course, RJ had to get out to take a picture.
Oh, I had to get a picture too. I was like, there's no way. That's a thing. And it's like, so I manifested the logo. I was like, oh, cool, RJ's logo. Yeah, it's nice. And then turns out, it's just a scrub. Oh my goodness. And the worst part is when we turned into the parking lot, the cars only have the brake lights indicate. So it's just everything's just wrong. Everything is wrong in this place. Oh my goodness. Just
That was hilarious.
I'll go be honest. Like, just how do you guys do breakfast? It's just everything about breakfast is weird. It's just, you know. Oh man.
Why is my ping to NA servers 124?
Reactor online.
Well, it's a little bit better than mine,
Sensors
mate.
online.
It is, but
Like,
normally I'm like 70.
I can put it to
All
oceanic if you would
systems
like.
nominal.
No, it's okay.
Override engaged.
It's okay.
'Cause I would.
No matter the cost.
Okay. So Nutty,
Yes.
make sure that you don't show fear.
Target acquired.
And, you know, make sure I remember which way my my weapon groups go.
Introducing critical damage. Acquired.
Okay, so you have to shoot the enemy.
Anyone read?
I was! I was shooting the enemy.
That's warm up. Okay, that's a warm up. Okay, cool. I think you landed one AC-20 round. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
pretty
warm up,
much.
Warm up. We're good.
Darkstone takes note. Shoot enemy. Genius.
That's the start. Are you playing Rocky Balboa music?
No, I'm playing animatronics stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have a. That's what used to be my stream playlist as well. Whenever I stream for 2 hours and 41 minutes, I knew it happened because then it was looped the soundtrack again.
Nice.
So 2 hours 41 minutes into stream, I'd be like, "Hey, I've been streaming for a while."
I should probably change it up a little bit or something.
If you want to do it for the lols, like I could do one Ren Centurion, which is my least favorite medium. I hate this medium so much. But I can do one Centurion round if you'd like.
Sure.
I think Centurion is probably the worst medium in the game. But it's a bit of a hot take. Because like you could say there are some that are worse. I'm just not sure what they are.
Yeah, Darkstone,
Alright.
animatronic. You know, he makes music, but I bought a ton of his a bunch of his music, and I play it every now and then, not all the time. But he did all the music for MechCon on MechCon 2018.
Yeah, and what's his other name?
Reactor
Rusted Pumpkin? Is that the same guy?
Sensors
Not the same guy.
online.
But there is
Same
another.
guy.
I know there's another one.
Okay, yeah.
All systems.
Well, I've got it turned down right now, Darkstone, just because I'm trying to listen to Jay.
Yeah.
No matter the cost.
At the, I think it was 2016 MechCon, I had it was a most random lunch. So I was I was with my team most of the time, right? But on
Yeah.
the Sunday, I went to a church service because I wanted to go to church. And
Mhm.
anyway, and so I was walking back to the hotel. I saw what's his name, Bobadil and Trainsy, maybe the old streamer Trainsy. Anyway, they were around doing their thing, and we went to get some food together.
Yeah.
And yeah, Russ Pumpkin was there. It's kind of cool.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Okay, so defensively, you actually did okay. Offensively was a bit of your problem. So with what you were doing a lot was great, was as far as shielding and all that. That's okay. But if you took a fraction of a second more of each shot, and maybe with your timing, not just firing on the cooldowns, but actually firing when there was an opportunity to hit what you needed to hit, the AC-20 would be far more useful. if you're running SRMs or MRMs, just blast them and sandblast them down. If you're
Right.
in AC-20, it's heavily pinpoint. Missing a shot is incredibly detrimental.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're running an AC-20 based build or a heavy gas build, sometimes less is more with your firing. Yeah, that's just something there. I'll mix up a little bit. I'll pick different, short to mid-range mediums. Yeah, and if you notice, I had SRMs in AC-20. I knew my loadout had more firepower than your loadout. So if I had to blast through your side torso to get to your CT, I was just going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And then just shift away to make it a little bit harder for you to kill me. Not a whole lot in it. Pretty simple actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bring next. We can get out of the Centurions.
Yeah. Just any mediums that you want to bring. I mean, look, I'm gonna mix up a fair bit. Honestly, if you bring a mech that perfectly counters mine, you probably will win, which is good. And, that's good. Like the reason I like to do random mechs within the weight class, semi-random, is that it trains you to. Oh, and this is what I think is most important. One of the more important things. It trains you to read a match you're playing in front of you. Don't just think, don't just be lazy and just go through the motions. Think, my mech has high heat, lower range, or high, DPS, or better burst DPS, but my alpha strike has high hit points, hard points, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Has weak points on these torsos. If you can consider and essentially speed chest that out, the games only last 8 shots max, sometimes 3 shots for the big alpha boys.
Mm-hmm.
Big alpha makes 3 shots. A game can be over. You have to think about how and where and why you're going to take all of these shots on this map. So what I want you to be constantly thinking is, what advantages do my mech have over the enemy
No
mech?
matter the cost.
What weaknesses and strengths in the opposite? And how do I maximize my strengths to minimize my weaknesses?
Engaged.
So if you see that I've got longer range or shorter range or whatever, I want you to work with that. Don't just divert always to brawler, always to range.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I picked this map as well, so you actually can see me a little bit earlier. And it gives you a bit more time to think.
Target acquired. Critical damage.
Don't do that.
Destroyed. Critical damage.
Control the surface.
That rocket launcher was mean.
I actually didn't buy the rocket launcher.
Really? Because
No.
you took out my CT in like one shot. No, I was really cored.
Yeah, so it's 2 shots for the CT crit, and then just follow a bit chain fires there just to mess with you a little, just to rock you around. Okay, so now you raise the question of rocket launcher. Why do I have a rocket launcher? Any guesses? Maybe even from the audience. There's a reason I have a rocket launcher in a Kintaro 18 specifically.
Probably a weapon mount issue, isn't it?
No, so missile bay doors. Kintaros have a center torso missile bay door. If it stays closed, what it does is actually gives you a damage resistance, about 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So the Kintaro already has survival quirks. Add essentially a survival quirk on top of that, and you get some pretty significant. It's pretty hard to kill. It makes it very, very difficult to kill. So, yeah, something there.
Interesting. Yeah, I was getting partially owned by arm lock. I didn't toggle it. It was throwing me a little out of whack, so I forgot to turn it off or turn it on. So I ended up waiting for things to track a bit closer before I fired. It's like,
I'm gonna bring a old mech. We'll see how we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Override engaged.
This is
Hey,
Command.
Brios.
Eliminate all
Yeah, in private
enemies,
lobbies
no
with
matter the
Jay.
cost.
Lobby dude just said show no mercy. Okay, Mr. Lobby dude. Voice in my head. Fine. Okay, so the mech bring is a bit of an old one. It has a few weaknesses, and I really want you to focus on the weaknesses of the mech bring. You can beat this mech relatively easily. It's not amazingly strong.
Target acquired.
Ah.
Some critical damage. Destroyed.
I'm just gonna wait for the shot. Remember, LB20s, I got big cooldown. I need to not miss my shot.
Control the surface. Can
Okay.
anyone read?
So see at the end there, how you're waiting for a shot to come in, but it wasn't coming. I was waiting, taking
Mhm.
my time, and even though you hadn't even turned to shoot me, obviously because once you lose sight of me, once you twist to a side, and this happens with quick play, I see it all the time. Someone twists the side away from me. They're expected to take the shot. I'm patient. I'm not going to fire. Now they lose sight of me. I can position such that even if they don't turn to fire, I can still shoot the CT.
Mhm.
So that's what I did. So, like with the Yenlo or with any of those large pinpoint weaponry, I mean, LB20s aren't pinpoint, but the long cooldown. Get the idea. Just chill, okay? In a brawl, and then as Darkstone mentioned, don't panic in the brawl, don't feel rushed. The whole point of doing this is actually I want to show you that I know it's natural to get panicked in a brawl, a lot happening. Just slow it down, think about what you're actually doing. Yes, there might be stuff flying everywhere, and you probably should run for your life often.
Yeah.
But as you engage, just think, as long as your awareness or your, I guess, your spidey senses are going, I can stay in this engagement, then don't stress. You know, just keep going as it goes. One of the weaknesses I have with this mech is it's got very low hit points. In fact, probably 2/3 of the hit effective, I'll say the word effective for a reason, effective hit points of your Shadowhawk. With
Mhm.
the build you're running, I can automatically see 2 LBX-10s, which means that you're automatically running a standard engine, which means
Yeah.
you automatically mean I have to go CT. And the Shadowhawk is a little bit heavier, it's in a sphere, so it's good for survival
Reactor
quirks. Got a
online.
narrower hitbox, so my spread weaponry isn't going to be as
Sensors
pinpoint.
online. Weapons
Whereas
online.
the Hunchback is has
All
fat
systems nominal.
hitboxes. It doesn't have any survival quirks, and it's actually less maneuverable than a Shadowhawk. So what you could do is actually just DPS me down with 2 LB10s with the
Override
JJ Pop Hill
engaged.
Peak from extreme range, because you have some more longer range. And then, if I would have to close, once I close, you can counter push on me and just work on the DPS me down as a fire hose style. Okay, so what are you running? Let's find out.
Hey, Jester.
Okay. Yeah, you're running very fast.
Target acquired.
Okay.
Critical damage. Right flag destroyed. Ammo detected. Right flag critical damage.
All right.
This is Clan Command.
So you see how I immediately saw you running very quickly. Then I started going for legs. Again, I naturally swapped to a comfortable thing. I had lots of jump jets on this, so I jump scared you early, so I saw you running left. I was running SRMs, so I had to get close. So I immediately beeline to the cover on my left, which is your right, to get close to you for my weapons to be more effective. Okay? So again, similar sort of thing. One thing you didn't do was you didn't leg shield. So as you were trying to run away, you just speed, which admittedly makes sense. You realize you were so much faster than me. So you start to try to kite a little bit, which is a good thing to do in your position. What happened was I took your right leg, but you actually showed me your left leg. You didn't twist to get your destroyed leg towards me. So what you should immediately do, as soon as you see one of your legs getting hurt, you should plan that once that's destroyed, you flick it around, you flick it the other way so that your destroyed leg is shielding your surviving leg. And you would have lived for a fair bit longer. A way that would in particular help against my particular mech is, yes, I have 8 SRM 6s, which is a lot of firepower. The thing is though, is that it is very spread. Is very spread. Clan SRM 6s are terrible on spread. So leg shielding is actually quite an effective way to survive longer under Clan SRM 6 fire. Does that all make sense?
Mhm.
We're good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what I want to play next.
Yeah, right. How many mechs do you have nowadays?
I got 526.
Not bad, good start. Well on your way.
only 26 Hellbringers though.
Oh. Ooh, I just realized you're running a 40 tonner. Can I go spicy on me?
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Yeah, so yeah, just
All
that's just,
systems nominal.
Mhm.
mention the reason why. Yeah. So,
Command.
and the thing
Eliminate all
is,
enemies,
like,
no matter the
Unit
cost.
engaged.
a good pilot will only aim for stuff they actually want to kill, and so the hit points that a transferring component will go to, which will be your right torso from a right leg destruction. You don't care about your right torso hit points because you're gonna die from left leg damage well before your right torso gets even close to hurt.
Target acquired.
Oh, oh, size me up. I see you running assassin. Looks like an SRM boy. Okay, okay. You have a flared torso. It's not the energy variant. That's why I know it's an
Target
SRM one. Okay, okay. The way you tell an assassin is the lower rib cage, if it's flared slightly like yours is, will be about SRMs. Land a shot, buddy.
Airstrike online.
It's grazing.
Flag critical damage.
Oh, fancy shot. I like it. I like the jump style. It's a good option in your case. But
Oh, fuck!
that
Was
stuff
it
actually saved you. Probably enough.
Left arm critical damage.
There you go.
Oh,
Destroyed. Right leg critical
It's
damage.
okay. You didn't need that bit. Probably needed that bit though. Now, shield, 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 shield.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Darkstone actually, that's really good quote there. And knowing is half the battle, the rest is loads of violence. Yeah. So see, I only took like 63 damage. So see how there's very little there.
mm-hmm.
So probably again, what you were doing was focusing too much on the defensive aspects, not the offensive ones. So you did lots of shooting for very little damage. So again, yes, it took me a long time for me to kill you. You're making very low percentage shots, and you forced me to take low percentage shots. But I was probably looks like 4-1 roughly, dealing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I would have done in your situation would be really hook in hard. Get those shots. Understand the mechs. If I'm running an energy-based mech, let's just redo that one. Can we just redo that one?
Yeah.
I really want you to. I think we can change this one up completely for you. Instead of giving me control of the match, let me control the range. Like, you let me back away. You know, you let me go back to a longer range where your SRMs couldn't do much damage, and you took these low percentage jump shots without really, you kind of like flailed SRMs in my direction. If you hard engage and then take time for each shot, you won't overheat. I'm pure energy. I will run warm. So the way to defeat my Uziel is to basically try to work close, take times for every single shot, okay, and stay on me. Don't let me cool down. As soon as I get into cover, and I can use, you know, cover, peeks, and pokes,
Reactor
the advantages of my mech are
online.
going to show, and the weaknesses of your mech are going to show,
Sensors
not the
online.
opposite. That's not what you want.
Online.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All systems nominal.
All right.
This is command.
Override
Eliminate all
engaged.
enemies, no matter the cost.
I'm just trying to think. In Solaris divisions, I think the assassin is a higher div than an Uziel. I don't know. I haven't actually really played with either of them in Solaris. I'm just trying to think which one is rated as a higher, one better 1v1er. Might be the assassin.
Target acquired.
Okay. That was an okay shot, but yeah, that was an okay shot, I guess. Nah, we whiffed that one. Meh shot.
Critical damage. Left leg critical damage. Left leg destroyed.
Come in.
Do you have a
Control
medium
the
pulse Uziel?
surface. Can anyone read?
Let me check.
You know what's funny, Nutty? You did a fair bit more damage then. Even though it probably felt, probably felt from your perspective you got caned worse than before, you did more damage. Okay? So even though from the outset you may feel like that second one was worse, you actually did about 50% more damage.
Jester, yes, that's Jay. Apparently doesn't sound like you.
Oh, you know, mate. Just going a good old Aussie.
That's
Yeah,
right.
You know, there's chats going on here.
Where's my Uziels?
If you have one, I'll run the assassin because I do think it's an interesting matchup. Probably in the favor of the. I think the Uziel should be favored.
Yeah, I don't actually have one. Well, I've got two. I've got two Uziels, but they're not med pulse. I've got one that's snub PCs and machine guns. The other one's.
I have a medium pulse. Buongiorno a tutti, come stai? So Jester, I am actually Italian, Jill says. So I am a citizen of Italy.
Yeah, I haven't played this mech in forever, but it's got med pulses on it.
Okay. Okay, so so it's on medium pulse mech. So I'm just gonna bring an assassin. It's medium pulse mech. Okay. So now, can you tell me how you would play the medium pulse mech against an SRM assassin? Basically what I was doing the last two drops. How would you play it? Like what's some things you want to be doing with your medium pulse medium?
I'd be shooting for legs.
Okay, yep, good. Positioning wise, peeking wise, what's your game plan? What?
So usually I'd be focused.
Reactor
I mean, I don't normally play medium pulse at with medium mechs. I guess that's the challenge that I have. So I don't play them well.
Okay. So,
But I mean, I would try to keep at range to a degree.
yes.
Override
Okay.
But
Cool.
engaged.
So set up high. Oh, you're probably thinking of Jay from Ismo. It's the Jay from Ismo that does the same sort of thing. Anyway, whatever. So there's. Yeah, so you want to keep the range. Nice. Oh, you brought Huntsman.
Target acquired.
Okay. Now, see how I'm using the assassin here? I'm staying close to you. I'm using small JJ hops. Close. I'm always close. Again, close.
Critical
Close. I'm
damage.
dancing close. Look how close I am to you. Dancing.
Yeah.
Nice and close.
Laser destroyed.
see I'm using like precision control, like precision footwork. Once making you move, now you're halved.
Left arm destroyed. Hip destroyed. Right torso.
Now I'm going to shift to
critical
your right
damage.
side. When I shift around to your right torso remains.
Center torso. Critical damage.
Oh, that was weird.
Override shut down.
Okay, so I still have all my armor. There's no quick components. Except for an arm, I guess. Okay, so see how I wasn't running around in circles just with my accelerator on full? I was actually just stutter stepping a lot, it's light JJ tap. Yeah. Again, you did over 100 damage, which is not bad, but it was kind of spread out a fair bit, and you was using small amounts of jump jets, draw variation, forward, back step, forward step, and just really using tight movements to stay so as close as I could so my spread weaponry was focused, but also so close that you had to move a lot more to find me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Did I feel difficult to shoot at?
Yes.
What's funny is, as far as distance covered, I actually moved probably less than half the amount that you were moving when you were playing the assassin. I was only moving a few meters at a time, just very close to you. Okay. Do you? So yeah, just pick whatever you want. Play some more stuff.
Trying to think of what I've got. What else I have at this level? I guess I could bring a crab. Crab's got medium pulse. I use it, but I do play it from time to time.
Cool.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do that.
Jeff, so if there's any questions at all, like feel free to ask away.
For sure. No, I'm still taking it all in because I'm getting myself in the mood to play the game in more of a serious light, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not taking this that seriously.
I know.
I haven't even brought out some like really mean 1v1 mediums yet. I've got a few that when you're ready to finish up, I'll bring them out. They're kind of dumb. They actually, well, in fact, they're probably more likely to lose sometimes. Okay.
Heat level critical. Center torso critical damage. Heat level critical. Left torso critical damage. Heat level.
Come in. Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Yeah. So as far as distance moved in meters, how many meters do you reckon I moved this entire match?
Not much. I just walked around you.
Pretty much. Now, you did more damage than me as well. You actually outdamaged me. In fact, there's a few times I didn't fire. Because I was trying to, sorry, here's the thing. I was actually trying to make sure that you finished with more damage than me. So I can make a point. One of them is that, why is that significant that you have more damage than me and yet you're dead?
That's because it's spread damage.
Yeah. So there's a bit of pinpoint going, like, again, move less, shoot cleaner. People often think, like, sniping over 1,000 meters away with a Gauss rifle is the only time that you need to be steady and methodical with your shots. Even in the heat of a brawl, every shot you value it, you take the time to fire it, and while you line a shot up, don't move too much, like, as in, what I mean by that is, unless another thing is pressing you to move, let's say that there was, a firing line or something, yes, I'll move. That's all good. But when it comes time that you decide this macro position, so big picture position is safe for me to hold, the micro position of how do I achieve my movements and stuff, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. That's what you need to take steady, clearly, and without stressing. Okay? Does that make sense?
I think so. I think it's kind of probably what it is I'm using the wrong style of play for the wrong style of weapon.
I think so, yeah. So, like, I think one thing to take into consideration, let's take medium pulse lasers. I think medium pulse lasers are a staple of medium mechs that are in comp and even just in general.
Mhm.
Okay, let's take medium pulse laser. Let's break down this weapon. It has, compared to the brawling other weapons, so SRMs, the red laser families, micro smalls, all those, LB20s, I guess, but let's just say between all the micro lasers, small lasers, other medium lasers, SRMs, okay, the pure brawl weapon, it has a little bit of range. They have a bit of pinpoint to them. You can poke at something at 300 meters, 350 meters with a medium pulse laser in a sphere, and it will still do an okay amount of damage. What that means is, medium pulse lasers, although yes, in the big scheme of everything, they're a short range weapon,
Mhm.
they actually within a brawl or between brawlers, they have a surprising amount of poke ability. If you stand on a short range hill and poke with it, you don't
Mhm.
actually need to charge in. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So yeah, I think, with a medium pulse mech, if I see SRMs on the opponent's mech as a primary weapon, let's say SRMs and small lasers, or SRMs and even a decent amount of lasers, I'll actually default to a poking stance, which is working very small movements left and right. So my legs turned, rocking back and forth on my screen, which is rocking left and right on your screen, to avoid shots and make you wiggle your aim off my mech. That's why I look like I'm standing near still, but you still find it hard to hit me. It's very precise, small movement.
Right.
Okay.
All systems
So
nominal.
you see me with that medium pulse crap.
Command all
Yeah.
warriors
I'm just
on
gonna
the
chill.
surface.
I'm not gonna do anything silly.
To wipe away
I'm just gonna take my time,
all
play my
Override
match.
engaged.
Show no mercy.
Okay. And weapon groups. I don't think I've played this. I know you have played it, because you brought this earlier. Okay. Aha, okay, so I've already got my game plan set. I know what you're running.
Acquired.
Target spotted.
Critical. Override shutdown. Critical. Critical damage. Override shutdown. Center torso. Critical damage. Torso destroyed.
Warrior, respond. This is clan command.
Okay,
Respond.
so you actually brought this build earlier, and what can you tell me? Like, what was different when I brought it compared to when you brought? Like, what's something that I did with this Shadowhawk?
Well, you pushed in.
Pushed in. Yep. So big picture. Yep. So pushed in. Now the reason I pushed in was medium pulse lasers have quite a bit of poke ability. Clan medium pulse particularly have the extra range. That alpha is actually quite dangerous, and I know you run hot, so you have strengths. Stormcrow strengths. High alpha, better range than me. Pinpoint. So pinpoint high alpha, long range, comparatively long.
Mm-hmm.
Weaknesses. Weaknesses are heat. You run hot. Weaknesses are hit points. Stormcrows don't have social quirks, so they're not quite edge on hit points. So of course, naturally for my mech, which is slow, yes it's slow, that's a weakness of my Shadowhawk, it has jump jets. That means I can JJ twist off some of your, shake off some of your laser aim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Strengths are high DPS, because it's got, LBs and SRMs. So pushing, yes, you're absolutely right. The reasons I gave you are the things that you should be looking for to make a decision, do I push or not? Okay, cool. Now, when I actually pushed in a bit, what did you notice about my firing rate?
You're firing a lot.
It was near constant.
Yeah.
Because of the same reasons. Now, I knew my DPS advantage, my sustained DPS advantage, was actually significantly more than yours.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't care if I shot through a side torso first. I'm just going to be firing. quick twist, firing, quick twist, firing, quick twist, and just absolutely railing the damage out. That's different than maybe a pinpoint mech where you need to land the shots a bit more cleanly. I've got spread weapons, that'll be XSRM. I'm not going to be killing cleanly anyway. Okay,
Mhm.
it's not going to be clean, so I'm just going to commit to making it whatever I need to get the kill. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see here.
If you want to rerun a mech that you haven't that you played already, that's okay. There's no stress.
I'm just trying to figure out what I want to play next, and whether it's going to be a rerun or not.
It's okay. You have, what you said, 500 and something mechs.
526 mechs total, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try this one again.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring something that probably that's been nerfed heavily. It's nowhere near as strong as it was. In fact, I actually think it's a bit of a meme mech because it's not good.
Gotcha. Hey, Cannibal.
So this will be interesting. This build has one particular, well, it's actually two weaknesses which combine to make it very vulnerable to something.
Darkstone meme mech. Uh-oh.
Reactor. Sensors online. Weapons online.
It has an enormous. It's not an all-rounder.
nominal.
The Mecha Ring is not an all-rounder. It has a glaring strength and two particular glaring weaknesses, which combine to make it countered by a
Override
certain playstyle.
engaged.
I'm not gonna tell you what that is though. You have to figure it out.
Target acquired. Left arm critical damage. Left torso. Torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
You probably waited a little bit too much on your shots there. Could fire probably a little bit quicker. Also, one of the things that would have been helpful if you had hill peeked early just to get a glimpse of my mech,
Mm-hmm.
you would have noticed that my range was exceptionally short.
Mm-hmm.
As in ridiculously short. Heavy, small lasers and machine guns are absolutely incredibly short. So, yeah. If you peeked on the hill there, you could actually hold on the hill and just lob AC-20s at me a bit longer. And then even SRMs, at 270 meters, your SRMs actually outrange my zero damage. Like, it's heavy smalls don't even do damage at 270. So your SRMs actually outrange. Plus, you could probably just touch faster, maybe. The speed, so I'm slow end and incredibly short range.
RJ, it'll inject at the top of the hour. Sorry, go ahead.
You alright? Oh, I unbuilt that thing. No. Okay, don't worry. I unbuilt a particular one. I'm going to bring the mech that I've changed the build on in memory of that one. I had a mech that was kind of silly. Did you know you can fit 3 AC-10s on a medium? Anyway.
Sounds like it has probably no armor on it.
Not
Not a lot of ammo.
I'll bring the build I do currently have on it. This mech did have 3 AC-10s on it, but now it doesn't. I mean, if you really try, you could probably get 3 gas rifles on it. But that would have 0 armor at all and no engine or anything. Yeah.
Reactor
It's a turret.
online.
It's a Gauss turret.
Sensors online. Weapons online.
Actually,
All systems
no, it actually fit pretty.
nominal.
Well, yeah, it'd be amazing.
All warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles.
Am I streaming while in the witness protection program? What do you mean by that?
Target. Target. Left critical damage. Heat level critical. Pulse laser destroyed. Critical. Destroyed. Critical damage. Right critical damage. Right torso destroyed.
Hello.
Right arm destroyed.
This is Clan Command. Respond.
Darkstone, it's more that I've rearranged this room, and I just got rid of the green screen. So there's going to be stuff happening behind me probably in the next month or so. I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, right now it's pretty bland, but there'll be stuff back there. I only moved it around. We can go up to heavies.
Yeah, we'll do one more mediums, then we'll go heavies. Or
'Kay.
yeah, whatever way class you want to do.
Okay, we can do medium. We can do one more medium. Oh, Jester, he absolutely is. Because I'm pretty bad at the game, so he's got to get his fun somehow.
So Nadia, if you have any questions at all, you know, or even it can be questions like, you know, what was your game plan that one, or I don't know, if there's anything you want to know, this is your time. Anything at all about builds, weaponry, positioning, thought process, headspace, all that.
There's always a lot of questions. I just never know what to ask. That's kind of my problem.
That's why I'm telling you stuff.
Yeah.
As well.
Let's try. Try this for something different.
Ooh, 45 tons, huh? Hmm. Well, I hope your stream viewers are enjoying it. Hope there's some content.
Something different. Everyone's loving just me getting absolutely wrecked.
Oh, I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Well, of course you are, Jay. Of course you're enjoying it.
Reactor online. Sensors.
Vipes is enjoying it.
Weapons.
Brios is saying stock prices of lube went up.
All systems.
Wow.
nominal.
This is
Oof.
Command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Override engaged.
Dark Zone is great.
Oh, Jester, keep in mind, I've had Jay in the backseat of my car. Back. That sounds wrong, but hey, it's baby.
Voluntarily.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Alright.
Target acquired. Critical damage.
Come in. Control to surface.
Alright.
Can anyone read?
MRM20 is really undergunned. You can run an MRM Vindicator, a 1X, with MRM40, 3 machine guns or heavy machine guns, so I wish, and a head medium laser is actually really strong. Ish, I say really strong. It's strong for a Vindicator.
Mhm.
And because that MRM cooldown, sorry, missile cooldown on the Vindicator 1X is pretty incredible. Even the 1A, like the one you're running, is pretty good. But
Yeah.
MRM20 compared to MRM40, you just gotta get the MRM40 on there. Even if you run regular mediums, not medium poles, or you run at XL even, no, LFE. Don't XL Vindicator. They're kind of tanky for a reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that build, that M20, just really doesn't do the mech justice.
I'm trying to remember why I have that mech built that way. Because I
like running.
Because I almost never play it.
I've got some Vindicator builds I actually do enjoy. But yeah, so do you want to go heavies?
Yeah, we can go heavies.
Did you want to start with long range to mix all the ranges up, or do you want to stick to the close?
Yeah, we can do some long range work.
Okay. Long range heavy. Where to start? There's so many options.
So many tasty options. Oh, this one's actually skilled. Okay. Single machine gun locusts.
Okay.
But Jester, no, I get it. It's certainly frustrating, but I'm trying.
I probably shouldn't bring this one. That's right.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Yeah.
All
Remember what
systems
I've said
nominal.
before, in particularly long range? It happens at short range, which I didn't mention too much in mediums, even though I was using that tactic a fair bit.
Engage.
Concept of initiative. So you notice how in the mediums, most of the matches, I was controlling the match on top of a hill, or at least made you the one that was in cover. In a medium brawl thing, that concept of initiative comes into play a little bit, but in long range heavies, it absolutely is vital. So you know.
Target acquired.
Gas laser, let's go. I'm top of my hill. I haven't left this perch. I have the hill. I am the high ground.
Heat level critical.
Or the Senate, or something. I'm not leaving this hill.
Airstrike online. Center torso critical damage. Heat level critical.
I might sometimes though. That was good. You actually did really well there. That was actually quite good.
Thank you.
Just, a little bit more gunnery on that. But yeah. You actually did really well there. Nice. In fact, you should have done more damage. No. Actually, no. It's close.
I think I got
That was good.
I think I got owned on the hitbox once, and that was about it. But I think it was just more. I don't know. I think part of it is I might have to find a different setting for my mouse. I find that I'm having problems staying on target. Hey, Mindwyrm, is there alcohol in that glass? No, not at the moment. But
So it's only sweat and tears.
it's the sweat and tears, exactly. Brio's just lube. That's
Dang
right.
it, Brios.
That's right.
Dang.
I'm just drinking pure lube.
Oh.
Oh, that's so gross.
You're nasty.
What am I gonna bring? What am I gonna bring?
I've already chosen.
Auto lube engaged. Oh goodness.
Okay, Jester, the mech I was literally just running, a Nike SC, gas in the left arm, 4 ER larges. I was literally just playing a heavy with a gas in the arm. That game. Yes, so
Reactor
Nokia,
online.
not an assault, it's a heavy.
Sensors online.
Nokia C. Nokia
Weapons
C set of 8
online.
quirks. So don't even change any omnipods, you actually get 10% range
All
quirk, I believe, or 10%
systems
something
nominal.
quirk,
Override
and with a
engaged.
gas
This is
and 4 ER
command.
large.
Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Night Gear C.
Yep. Oh, we got the opening volley off. He might win this one. He's got the damage advantage.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
I have the high ground. Oh, he took the low ground. Still here.
Override
Oh, he jump shot me.
shutdown.
Still here.
Heat level critical. Center torso critical damage. Heat level critical. Artillery strike online.
Having fun, Nutty?
Heat level critical.
Oh, that was a that was a big mistake.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
I didn't leave the hill.
See, the problem is I can't do that in return because I know you won't leave.
It's an unfortunate predicament.
So we can stand there and trade, or I can try to reposition. And you've got more lasers than I do. So it was.
Did you have 5?
I had 4.
Oh, well, why? Why is the grasshoppers in 4 real large?
And 4.
5. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, it's ghost heat after 4, I think.
After 3.
After 3, yeah. After
The
3, yeah.
fourth
You're
one. The 4th one causes ghost heat. Yeah. It's okay. Alright, I'm gonna bring something really funny. This is like one of my most enjoyable long range heavies to play. It's just so much fun. Ready it up. It's incredibly stupid too. Actually, you know what? I might do something really stupid. I'm gonna play. I was gonna save something for later, but I think the same tonnage. This is really fun. Because I realized the mech I was going to play was another initiative trading, just stand on top of the hill and just shoot all day. The one I'm going to play now can do that, but doesn't have to. It's got options. It sometimes actually plays better without the initiative. So, yeah. Plus, it's probably criminally underrated in the current game.
Reactor online.
The mech I'm playing needs to be played more.
Sensors
Just so you know,
online.
this is my very
Weapons
first heavy I
online.
ever bought in this game.
Oh, really?
All systems
The very first
nominal.
heavy I bought. So
Override
after I bought the
engaged.
Jenners and the Stalkers, the first mech that wasn't a Jenner or Stalker was this mech. So this is an old mech.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%. Target acquired.
Ow.
Airstrike online.
I see I might need to change the game plan on this one a little bit. Okay,
At
see.
25%.
Remember I said I can play this one with initiative without? Well, I had it, and then you brought Pop-tart, which cancels initiative quite well. So I'm going to counter that with my counter playstyle. Huh. I'm in a slight bit of predicament here.
Except for apparently I'm getting owned by your mountain hitbox here.
Yeah, it does that occasionally.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Shit.
Oh, I'm too high. And don't shoot my arm. Ow. I like that arm.
At 25%. Critical damage. Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%. Center torso critical damage. Heat sink destroyed. Destroyed.
You gonna win it? You should do it, Nutty. You can do it. You can win this one, buddy. I actually can't wait to win this one. This is just free for the
Fucking
first time then, Nutty?
finally.
Like, I actually can't wait to win this one. Because of how much you're fucking thing. I could just feel the intensity. That was so good.
Fuck. That was a match.
You know what's funny? That's the solo farming version. The actual comp version is LFE.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Like, for comps 1v1s, I should have put LFE in it, but that one. That's good. Oh my goodness. So are you able to breathe now?
I can-
You covered, buddy?
I can breathe a little bit.
Do you use a paper towel to dab the forehead?
I might need a moment. Yes, I'm a little. Hang on. Let me just take a deep breath because I'm probably going through a little bit of oxygen deprivation at the moment. well, what it is, it's like I think PPC Pop-tarting is one of the few things that I've actually put some some effort into getting getting okay with.
Yeah. No, that's good. I saw some really good stuff there.
And in fact, Pop-tarting was the first thing I was really introduced to because Sulla came by my stream. This is 3 years ago.
Yep.
And he was coaching me how to do it with Hunchback.
Yeah. Someone's very close to that.
Everyone laughs while Jay slips on the Infinity Gauntlet on the top.
Alright, hard mode unlocked.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. All right, give me 1 second to let me just grab a drink.
Make it a good one. So stream, I hope you enjoy this content. Brought to you by the 228th, home of the GGs and good games.
And GG close. All right, I have
Your
my
friend's close, and your GG is
GG's closer. Yes, I have my good drink, which is to say I've brought myself some water.
Oh, hey, it's a hydrogen monoxide. The drink of champions. No, seriously, I only drink water.
That still weirds me out that you haven't even drank coffee.
Nah, the flavor's fine. I like tiramisu, but I just don't really. No, I don't drink coffee. I don't do it.
All right, let me see. Let me pick a different mech.
Well, you can pick the same one. If you think your Pop-tart's so good against a 7-year-old mech.
I'm not saying
7.5-year-old mech.
I'm not saying that it's so good. I'm saying at least that I'm somewhat
You can bring it
practiced
again if
on
you
it.
want.
You can't. Sounds like you want me to bring it again. You seem to be itching for me to bring it again. You just want to.
It's your choice.
All right. I'll bring it again.
Oh, all right. So I remember how to play this thing. As far as flavor of water, I do think approximately 15 to 20 degrees Celsius is the optimum water consumption temperature. It's a rather mellow temperature, which enables it to be slightly cooler than rooms, which lets it be refreshing yet not so cold that it
Reactor
is a shock
online.
to the taste buds.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems
Yeah, mate.
nominal.
Yeah, no. Clan PVC is still splash. Which is why running the XL version of the Carpal is so dumb, because he can still damage it even if it didn't hit that torso.
At 25%.
You get first shot, buddy. Oh. First shot, buddy.
Target
No. Shot, buddy. So you even jumped extra high for you then. Nice. Work. There you go, got nice short hops going. Oh, good hit.
airstrike.
We had something really annoying.
Critical damage. Critical damage.
Target spotted.
Destroyed.
All right, Walvis.
Critical damage. PPC destroyed. Left arm critical damage. Major torso critical damage. Heat sink destroyed.
That was sneaky.
Left arm destroyed.
That was sneaky, I'll admit that.
I couldn't. My PPCs wouldn't fire for a sec for longer than it should have. Like when you took my one out, I
Yeah.
was bugged with the second one. It's like I can't shoot it. I can't shoot it.
Yeah, you actually did really well on that. I was just playing with you a bit. At the start, I was like, yeah, I could do these really, really low peaks, and then like if you want to answer trades, but I'm like, ah, that's really boring. No, this is good.
All right, something a little different. Well, Jester, it's a summoner. It's a summoner, so the only thing I have are ER peeps.
The only clan PVC that's available.
Yep.
Alright. We'll play something that's not a Pop-tart.
Yeah.
One of the things, though, I think the best training you can do, there's two things you do in Pop-tarting. One of them is just play Pop-tarting and do long range, air sniping. Okay, that's great, that's good. But I actually think that brawling thing is one of the most critical things you can do. If you can snapshot at close range, I wasn't doing that great a job, I'll be honest. I was actually, was kind of just being a bit lazy. But if you actually play it properly, at close range, you can get your lethality up. That's quite important.
I'm going to bring something dumb.
Dumb is what I'm bringing.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
That's right, clan ER peeps don't have a minimum.
All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles.
Okay.
Show no mercy.
This makes us, definitely in the run with Ikea. Ooh, Zack and Ikea. Ooh, I'm in danger. I'm in danger.
Critical. Left torso critical damage. Ultra autopilot destroyed. Left torso.
Warrior, respond. This is clan command. Respond.
Did you want to do that one again? Do you know what happened there?
You were focused way better than I was.
Yeah, there was a big gunnery thing there, but
You had more weapons, too.
do you have any 5 Ultra 2s on that?
No, they're all UAC 2s. Like I said, it's dumb.
Ultra 2s.
All Ultra 2s.
Yeah, but you have 5 of them? Six.
6, I think.
I've got 6 autocannons, none of which are Ultra. So you have more firepower, technically. Actually, objectively.
Hey, Slade, how you doing, man?
There's 2 aspects to that. One of it was footwork, and one of it was aim. Aim part, I mean, we just, just got to keep working on it. So teach them out to do that, other than drills and stuff. I can actually give you some training drills, so really good for them, but we won't do them now. Because they're sort of single player ones, or things you do in your own time in an academy. One thing with stream viewers, you guys do know the academy is actually decent, right? Like, it's one of the few parts of this game that's developed in a way that's somewhat helpful. It's actually good, like, ish. It's good-ish. There's a few.
Reactor online.
If you want, Nutty, I'll give you some homework. How's that?
Online.
Sure.
Won't be, it's not hard. It's actually,
Online.
well, one of the parts is challenging, but it won't take very long. It's
All
not like 1,000
systems
hours. It's like a
nominal.
5-minute thing. Just you can squeeze into a warm up before stream, or even during stream, whatever. Or do giveaways, who knows? Anyway, we'll get to that later. But yeah, so damage mitigation. You see how he jumped on top of that building? That's great and all, but you had limited maneuverability. Plus, where you were was flat. I found a hill. So when I rock backwards and forwards, not only do I move left and right on your screen, I move up and down on your screen.
Target acquired.
You see I'm rocking up and down?
Yeah.
Now you're doing it too. So you're actually going to live longer this match, I reckon.
Left torso critical damage. Heat level critical. Torso destroyed. Ultra
Heat capped.
Yeah. 89% health. I'm happy.
Yeah, I wasn't hitting you.
Okay. Yeah. A big gunnery difference on that one.
Yeah, all your guns are pretty high, so you can hide most of your mech, whereas I have to expose.
Yeah.
Jester, no, I'm not
Yeah.
using chainfire. I have a chainfire weapon group, but I'm not using it.
Good, Nutty. Good. Tell the viewers to not chain fire.
The only in rare occasions where I would chainfire is if I was amongst a lot of other mechs and I had no choice, but otherwise I try to avoid using it.
So, something I say often is always have a reason for something you're about to do. All right. If you can give me a good reason to chain fire, then do it. I'm just going to tell you that almost every reason is dumb. There are a few good ones that do stand. Those ones that do stand, if you want to plink one bullet at an enemy to make them think you fired to get initiative, so they twist to you and then you can smack them in CT, that's fine. If you want to chain fire because you're at 95% heat, then fine, whatever. But if you're below, if you're at a point where you could fire a meaningful amount of your weapon, like let's say you have a 6 laser mech, 6 medium laser light mech, don't chain unless you're really at the top limit of the heat. Like, it's always far better to wait a second and fire 3 medium lasers together, you know, and fire in groups of 3 if you have to. Or even better is to wait and then fire all 6. Because here's the thing, every time you fire, you need to do the full preparation I'm talking about. Have good footwork, slow down, line it up, aim cleanly. If you're not willing to go to that full process, then probably don't do it. I've got a phone call. I'm just going to keep playing, but I've got a phone call.
Yeah. You know, we made the. Oh, you mean the Virago? No, there's no pink Viragos.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Override engaged. Target acquired.
Respond. This is Clan Command. Respond.
Well, B, if I didn't want to be better, I wouldn't be in private lobbies with Jay. The only thing I'm somewhat serviceable at is PPC Pop-tarting, and I can do laser vomit to a degree. I kind of want to bring this out because it's dumb, but I also don't because it's dumb. What should I bring out? What should I bring out? Well, thank you, Jester. I appreciate that. Jay and I have actually been trying to do this for some time. It's just hard with each of us being on the other side of the world. Long range, long range. I'm trying to think of other mechs that I play. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep it relevant to the mechs that I play. The Summoner I play a lot. The Rifleman I play every now and then. Hellbringer I play a lot. The Night Guard I don't play much. Oh, absolutely, Mindwyrm. I mean, there's a couple things I'm trying to showcase here. I mean, one, I want to show that you can get, I mean, you can ask for help and you can get it. That's one of the things. But also that there is a very large gap in skill between somebody who plays at my level and somebody who plays at Jay's level. Yet, according to the PGI matchmaker, we are considered to be the same. Because we're both tier 1 at the top of the bar. Right? Like we're like Jay and I are in the matchmaker's world, Jay and I are considered equals. We've just demonstrated that that's absolutely not the case. What am I gonna play here? I'm kind of drawing a blank. Maybe I'll so that spec's not skilled. And projectile velocity AC2s are quick. Yes, they are. All right. So what can I do here?
Reactor.
I can't do the same
online.
things all the time. So let's figure this
Sensors
out.
Online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Override engaged. Artillery strike. 50%. Right torso critical damage. Heat level. Heat destroyed. Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Boss, this is Clan Command. Respond.
So my aim was off. I wasn't hitting him. Okay, I think I know what to play now. I think I know. Hey, Kieran. Actually, hang on. I'm actually gonna use the other one. There we go.
Detector online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the
Override
surface.
engaged.
Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Target acquired. Heat level critical. Center torso critical damage. Heat level critical. Override
Shit.
shutdown. Heat level critical. Airstrike online.
Boss, this is Clan Command. Respond.
No, Jay's on a call. I'm afraid to bring a Hellbringer against Jay because I know that he knows what its weaknesses are. Then again, he kind of knows what all of the mech weaknesses are. But I could bring one. You've never tried to improve the game, just played for fun and to collect your favorite mech, all versions of the Marauder. That's like Jay with his Stalker. Except for Jay has... The last count was 101 Stalkers.
All right, back.
Welcome back.
So, yeah, interesting playing some laser stuff. It's good. One of the things that I liked in the Evan Jag match was you did not chain fire, and you, where as much as possible, I could tell you were trying to alpha strike. You got a bit hung up on some terrain, or like I think a bit indecisive which terrain to pick. That's okay.
Weapons online.
But I'd like the fire discipline. I think that's something to really draw out there. Fire discipline was good.
Override
Obviously, with a bit
engaged.
better gunnery, you have killed me. But yeah, like one of the things I think is important, particularly for the stream viewers to understand, is there's so many aspects to this game
Override
that you have to
engaged.
improve at so many different things to really become truly dominant. Like, and that's the sort of thing is just shot it, nail what you can. Oh, hello. Yeah, so whether it be your positioning, your fire discipline, your actual gunnery, work on as many as you can, and just
Target
use
acquired.
lobbies, use academy, use whatever you need to yeah, keep improving. Oh, he nicked your roof. Nice, you have initiative. Okay, that was good. That was good. Good. I was hoping you would have initiative on that peak.
Center torso critical damage. Left torso critical.
Respond! This is Clan Command. Respond!
Well, there'll be loyalty variants of the Marauder, just with the ones like the L beside it, but you can still get the non-loyalty version. I'm overthinking my positioning.
You reckon?
I'm trying to be a little too on the creative side. It seems like I've got it seems like I've got like two modes, right? Either I just walk into you, or
Yep.
I get very complicated with where I'm trying to be, because I'm looking for different angles to shoot you and trying not to be in a predictable location when you peek.
So predictable locations in a 1v1 probably don't come out as much because you're not really going to surprise me. If I have initiative, and I usually do have initiative, or I'm very much on par with initiative if you're also doing it, I'm just going to move. I'm just going to flick my mouse from one part of my mouse pad to another part of my mouse pad and click. So all that extra complication is undone by me moving the mouse a small amount. Okay, so one of the things here is if you're really trying a position and stuff, picking the same place twice. I hear lots of streamers say, no, pick the same place twice. That is partially true, but overall, I would say it's less true than it is untrue. I think you can pick from the same place as much as you want. In fact, you'll see me in 1v1s just peeking from the same place like an idiot. Now, why is that working? Because it's the quote and the advice to not peek in the same place twice. It should be never take a dumb peek. Okay, never pick a dumb peek. In that, if you can peek in the same place with confidence that you're gonna do more damage than you receive, then take that peek. And if it's from the same place, keep doing it. Now, in a match setting, if you peek from the same place 2-3 times, you've gotten 2 or 3 volleys out. But on the way back down from that third volley, you see that Annihilator swivel towards your direction. Do you think a 4th peek is a good idea?
Probably not.
And that sort of, yeah, exactly. That thought process is exactly what you should engage. You would think never the same place twice. What they do is they go back into this rhythm, and this rhythm is a really bad rhythm. It's where they peak once, do nothing for like, I don't know, 6 months. No, it's about 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Then they
6
fire
months.
again from a different position. And it's like, you've just changed from a DPS mech to a DPM mech, damage per minute. Like, come on, guys. And you'll see that all the time. People are so hung up on their people same place twice. So hung up on doing super creative, fancy things with their footwork. And I did a misdirect fade out, yellow swag 420 scope move, and I'm just sitting here peeking, just killing half your team. Like, okay, you probably did catch me off guard once, but your Alpha Lance is dead. So you tell me, buddy. You know what I mean? I'm just something annoying here. I'm trying to go for something.
Target acquired. Right torso critical damage.
Oh, no, you saw it. Good twist, good twist.
Artillery strike online.
Nice. You made me twist.
Center torso damage. Right torso
Oh, you're going to take my
destroyed.
side torso off.
Right arm.
No, not quite.
Clan command. On.
Yeah, so... Anyway, that's actually pretty good. In fact, the fact that my left torso is red internals and the rest of my mech is clean, that was good gunnery. Okay, that's good. So that match, you actually had really good gunnery. Yeah, defensively, your footwork wasn't as dynamic, so I was able to shoot a bit cleaner, easily. So you're never going to fully. Whenever you think of initiative footwork, so footwork where you're in the open and firing, you're never going to fully avoid shots, okay? Like, you don't play to never get hit in these heavies and assaults at this long range sort of thing. Unless you're playing a Pop-tart or a super sneaky side peek thing, you're playing for trading. So trading is high output for low, like high damage output for low damage taken. Okay? Doesn't mean zero. I'm not saying you should accept getting wrecked, okay? I'm not saying that at all. No, what I'm saying. But it's simply, look, there's a point when if you stand perfectly still and just fire, that's gone too far the other extreme. If you just walk around too much and then you're firing haphazardly or not often enough or not getting control of the map, that's also a problem. So each of these things has their own issues, yeah, which you'll need to work out.
Right.
I had something interesting on this.
Jester, no, not using arty strikes.
Yeah, no, we're not using strikes. The big part of the reason is one, it's a bit random, but also if you want to look at damage numbers, particularly in trading, it masks what was actually happening. So there are times, and I think damage numbers are important, not as a bragging thing. It's a diagnostic tool. Okay. So there's a diagnostic tool to go, hang on, I won, but Nutty did more damage. Or why is that? Or sometimes Nutty might get poleaxed and do almost nothing. But why was that? You know, like what's going on here?
Reactor
And that's
online.
it's important to note. This is training. Like
Sensors
I fully
online.
expect that if I
Weapons
bring a mech that gets
online.
countered hard by another mech, that I will lose.
All
No, I should lose.
systems nominal.
The point of it,
Override engaged.
you know, I may have played badly. That's true. But it also may be that he played the counter mech well, and that's kind of what we're getting at. You know, particularly like most of the summoner. Like I said, I want you to win this one because I don't have jump jets. I want you to win this. You know, I want you to practice firing an old mech that really worked it in.
At 25%. Fuel
That's
at
sometimes when
0%.
people in training who aren't really that high comp players, they've actually beat me on things.
Target acquired. Heat level
Overall,
critical.
that hasn't gone so well for them, but
Override shut
you know,
down. Override
in a short
shut
period of
down.
time, it's gone alright.
Target acquired. Center torso critical damage.
I was thinking about bringing that mech out.
Heat level
Yeah, it's
critical.
not bad. Runs
Especially
tasty.
because you can fire all four of the LPLs.
Yeah.
Level critical. Override
Got a good
shut
alpha, right?
down. Artillery strike online.
Yeah, there's actually some times you do chain fire.
Heat level
I
critical.
have a feeling that he's hurt. So if I chain, I can constantly create a little whiff of laser.
Yeah, my CT was.
Yeah, I have a
Pretty cool.
feeling it would be by that point. Anyway,
Again, because I just don't have the
Yeah.
control. I don't have the control to just sit there and shoot the center torso all the time. That's my problem.
and look, this is something that has always been in the game. If you notice in let's say in tabletop, let's go tabletop. The two skills, they're gunnery and they're piloting, which massively increase the battle value of a mech. So if I put up a Stalker with 3-4 pilot and a Stalker with a 2-3 pilot, the battle value is what, like 30%? Someone can quote me the exact amount. I don't know the exact amount off the top of my head, but it's something like 30%. It's significant battle value increase. Like it's as in tabletop battletech, you can have a higher end, medium, low end, heavy with a 1 step higher pilot will be like a low end assault with a standard pilot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. It's really significant. Yeah. So, and we want to do that one. Do I sleep? Oh, this is kind of dumb. Let's do it. This is super dumb.
Don't fire until you have the shot you want. Yeah, Jay mentioned that earlier. Wow, ping 652. No, not 64.
Oh, what?
My
Yeah,
ping.
Again, there's caveats. There's caveats to a lot of things I say. I remember what I said, have a reason for it every time. And also, I said violence to the shot. I said particularly for pinpoint weaponry, and particularly for high heat engagements. So let's say you're a PvC summoner and you get pushed on. You're actually gonna just be firing only as you have shots, because you have a long recycle. So the good way to think about this is, if you have a 5-second recycle of weapon and you miss a shot once, you have a 10-second recycle. Do you like having a 10-second recycle? Alright, this is a dumb mech to bring in this fight, but that's okay. Definitely a poor choice. Oh boy. I was trying to just trade you with this mech, but I feel like I'm just going to be annoying.
Critical. Artillery strike online.
Ah!
This is clan command. Respond.
You actually did 31 damage there.
Yeah, once I got a handle on what you were piloting, I knew what to shoot. But see, from my angle, I was shooting your arm the whole time. Once I knew what you were.
I was doing a bit of dabbing, so you probably were actually grazing in the CT, my big truck nose, Mac truck body CT a bit. Because I was actually aiming way off my screen, like way off my center of screen, using the arm swing. So yeah, a lot of arm swing, dab. And that's also approached on that side. You approach, so again, picking your approach lane. Why do a dragon, or why do I pick that side of the map? Well, because that means I keep my left side towards you and shoot across my body. So, yeah.
Interestingly, it didn't show that way on my screen.
Yeah, it does do some odd things sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna play another dumb one. This should be easy to kill.
I'll bring a very dumb mech too.
It's not very dumb. This one's just kind of moderate. Like, it's just like, sort of dumb.
Mindwyrm, I think that's the special variant that I got for pre-ordering MechWarrior 5. It was part of that mech pre-order bundle.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All
Did you
systems nominal.
Did you get the code for it?
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
There's a non-special variant, Darkstone.
Override engaged.
What's this stuff?
The Marauder 9MS.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm in danger. I think that's what I think it is. Nah, okay, good. It's not the one I think it is. Thank goodness. I'm not in as much danger then.
Artillery strike online. Airstrike online. Destroyed. Right torso critical damage. Left torso critical damage. Center torso critical damage.
How much HP do your side forces have?
Destroyed.
Ah, okay.
Come in. Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Yeah, you had like all AC-10s on that thing, didn't you?
Yeah, 3 AC-10. Kind of heavy though. It's not as impressive as putting on a medium.
So Mindwyrm, hang on, let me just do my mech select here. Let me just make sure that we're talking about the same mech. The 9MS. Yeah, this is the this is the mech that you get from the MechWarrior 5 pre-order. So if you pre-ordered at Mindwyrm, if you go to your profile on the MechWarrior 5 Merc site, you should have a redeem code for those mechs. Because you would have had to have put the code in. Now, you can buy the 9M non-S, but you can't get the 9MS. That's only if you pre-ordered through PGI, not if you pre-ordered through Epic. Who puts Gauss rifles on a king crab? I've got a king crab with Gauss rifles.
Lots of people do. I mean, 3 ER large, 2 gas rifles used to be a comp build, like actually desired pick comp. Yeah, but low hard points, you can just pick different terrain.
Low
use it. Sorry.
So I said low hard points don't matter if you're pushing towards the enemy. I haven't played this mech in forever.
Well, I'm playing as a bit of a meme. Like I'm starting to play dumber and dumber stuff. Yeah, if you have like a giant target, that means that people have to expose to your weapons to shoot you. Don't you get it? Like, I often stand in the open. I think, okay, so I'm not saying the stand in the opening is safe and is smart. It's often done, but
Reactor
again,
online.
always have a reason for what
Sensors
you're doing. If you're hiding
online.
in cover,
Weapons
you have to have a reason for why you're in cover. Otherwise, you should be out there shooting stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, if the reason you're in cover is because there's a firing line of annihilators, yes, take that cover, don't peek out there, avoid that part, that entire third of the map. But again, I think what the biggest thing I want to address is don't automatically like play something without your brain turned on. All right. So the mech I'm bringing now is a bit of a strange one in a long range battle. It's very dumb in a long range battle. That's it. How's Nutty gonna play with this? Does he even know what I'm running? And more specifically, why am I running it?
1P. What the hell?
Destroyed.
Uh-oh.
Damage. Ultra autocannon.
Ah!
This is Clan Command. Respond.
I was not in a good spot
You
heat-wise
shouldn't
and
have. You
crit-wise.
shouldn't have pressured that. You had no reason to fire then. I was dealing with my own being halved and running on heat. You should have seen my internals go up. In your position, hold initiative. Let me figure out my life as I cool off and try and not explode.
Mhm.
And then just use the Opera 10 only. Yeah. You could have played your way out of that one.
Yeah, I was trying to take advantage of the fact that you were bleeding off heat like crazy, but I guess it's just impatience on my part.
Yeah.
Oh, Mindwyrm, you missed 2 codes? Oh goodness, you better get on those. Hey, Phil.
Did you want to change rate class?
Sure, we
Or
can go.
anything?
Yeah, we can go up. We've
Assault! Oh yes.
we've destroyed. We've played mediums to death, I think.
Do you want to start with short and go long, or longer than short?
Psychath, there's
How
the
yours?
there's the mech bundle, but there's also the MC bundle that you got from the pre-order. Short range
Long or short?
assaults.
Short. All right. Do you want
Mm.
to change the map at all? I forgot to ask. Do you like this map because it's easy to see? It's more for visibility. Part of the reason I picked this map for stream
Yeah, we
viewers.
we can stay here for now. I don't
Up to you. You can if you want to see Steiner. Toaster is suggesting Steiner.
All right, yeah, we can do
You want to
Steiner.
stay?
We can do
Steiner?
Steiner, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short range. Okay. Now, I'm going to start with something silly. Straight off the bat. All right, I'm ready. You get 0 points for guessing tonnage.
Let me guess. You're playing a Scorch.
You know, against a 90 tonner, a Scorch would probably actually do better. To be completely honest, a Scorch would actually do better than what I'm bringing against a 90 tonner. In some ways it would. In a 1v1 scenario where crits matter and stuff, yes. Like,
Oh goodness,
Yes.
Mindwyrm missed the Marauder 2 Ultimate Pack and as well as the pre-order mechs from his Mech 5 pre-order. Oh shit.
oh, he's got them now, surely.
Online.
Yeah, he's putting the
Sensors
codes in.
Online. Weapons
Alright.
online.
Because
All
the Marauder 2
systems
sell
nominal.
for a fair bit. No, I'm kidding. they're not completely useless.
No matter the
They're just
cost.
not very good.
Override engaged.
Okay, make sure I play this one correctly. There's not much room for error in this one. In fact, I don't want to embarrass myself in this, because I have 3 different ways to trigger Ghost Heat. Yay!
Target acquired. Right arm critical damage. Right arm destroyed.
Don't shoot my arm like that. That's not nice.
Torso critical damage. Left arm critical.
Oh, you fell over.
I did fall over. Xavier 1984. Thank you so much for that raid. Or coming in with a host rather. How you guys doing? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday night. So Mindwyrm, if you already won the Marauder 2, you might need to get in contact with PGI support to have them inject that code into your account.
Yeah, they won't listen to you, unfortunately. I've tried 5 emails to get some codes for my tournament, and I can't get it done. So I've got 2 ultimate packs to redeem, and I can't redeem them. So, I just have them sitting there.
Weird. Oh, hey, Xavier.
Yeah.
That Xavier.
If you find someone at support that does it, can you give me their Mindwyrm? Can you give me their personal email or just their name so I can get someone that will answer it? That'd be great. I really appreciate that. Oh, so many assaults, so many assaults. Oh, so many assaults. Oh, just... Okay. Oh, you've turned down. That's good.
Oh, I'm probably gonna get absolutely worked on this one. I don't really play assaults at short range, so I'm a little out of my element with this.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Override engaged.
Notice I didn't change tonnage, but did I change chassis? That's the question.
No, you didn't.
Dang it.
You changed variant.
Indeed, I did. But you fired first.
Target acquired. Interpersonal critical damage.
So I was going for the headshot.
Level critical.
I was
I
playing
see that.
Online. Heat sink destroyed. Override.
Can anyone read?
I missed the head. Sorry, I'm having a bit of fun. One thing with that build is if you, and this is something to consider, your LBX has a bit of range. Okay, if you saw or could get a beat on my loadout, you could actually just farm LBX at range using the arms over your shoulder or something. A little bit if you wanted to, but yeah, again, yeah, it's up to you, and it's not always easy to find the other enemy in time. Just a general thing. I, in that Stalker, was trying to get as close to you as I possibly could early on, because I had no range. Now, it's funny I say I have no range, because I was talking about medium pulse having poking ability earlier, but that poking ability really goes to the mobility of the chassis you're putting it on. The Stalker is not a mobile chassis. So, there's that. Should I play dumb stuff? I just played some really strong ones then.
Yeah, they hurt.
Yeah, those ones are pretty dangerous. As you probably found out. Those
Yeah.
like so that kind of started off like pretty hardcore mode on those. So I've got something really stupid. Incredibly dumb mech, where is it? Oh my goodness, no. Oh, what I use? Okay, there it is. Definitely a chassis change for sure. Absolutely not the same chassis as before.
I totally believe you.
Yes. I can tell.
You can see exactly how much I believe you.
Hey, welcome to the Nutty Fights a Lot of Stalkers stream.
Yes.
Reactor online.
Do you have
Sensors
time for 101
online.
matches?
Weapons online.
101 matches, 101 deaths.
This is command.
Oh, no. There are some that you will not lose against. Like, it absolutely cannot lose against some of them. They're horrific in 1v1s.
Override engaged.
The,
A hun-
how
a
bad,
hun-
like,
100 ways to die in a stalker.
yeah, no, I wouldn't say I'm going to die in all of them, but yeah, there's a portion. I would say of the 101 stalkers, you would probably easily kill probably 30 of them. It's that I've that many done ones, so like objectively terrible, but fun to play in certain contexts. In fact, some of the faction build ones are really out there. Okay. Hey, Nutty.
Airstrike.
Nice X20 do you have there?
Damage. Right torso.
Ah.
Can anyone wait?
You think 3 AC-20s is a lot of firepower? I have 4 MRM-40s. Bring some real guns, mate. You got like some pea shooters.
Like I said, I don't usually play. I don't play mechs at short range. I just don't. I'm not a. When it comes to assaults, I generally tend to stand at medium range.
Well, then do it.
All right.
Do you want to go some mid-range stuff? Like,
Let me see here. What can I
don't mind
do?
if you close in, but yeah, I'll bring something that is absolutely not a brawler, but it's mid-range, and it's something. You know what? It's a benchmark build. It's a build that I think you should be able to absolutely cream in most of the builds. The mech you've been running should be able to smash this build. Just gotta get, because this variant's been collecting way too much dust. I feel bad for how little applied this variant. It's kind of like the neglected variant. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, you'll be right, Nutty. You won't lose.
They always say.
I may have I may have even changed my my chassis for that same ton.
I somehow doubt that. I'm gonna press some. I'm gonna press X to doubt on that.
Yeah. But yeah, in the interest of mid-range, this is classic mid-range. Okay, classic mid-range. Like this is the
Reactor
vintage
online.
mid-range stalker.
Sensors online.
Vintage.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Oh man, I've played this mech
Override
so
engaged.
much.
Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Okay.
Target acquired.
Uh-oh, that's mech at B. That's mech at B. Okay. Okay. Yep. You know what? Yeah. You're right. Let's
Target
just
spotted.
not stress about this.
Airstrike online. Right arm critical damage. Ultra wide destroyed. Right
Meh.
arm destroyed. Right
Oh, yeah,
torso
okay,
critical
okay.
damage. critical damage. Left arm destroyed. Ultra
Whew,
autocannon
okay.
destroyed.
Did I take something important off then? 'Cause I think it was important.
Yes.
Meh. Mech at B. The most feared maximal faction play and quick play.
Head critically damaged.
Respond! This is Clan Command. Respond!
Mid-range. Yeah. Okay, so, do you have any questions about that match at all?
No, it's that one's pretty obvious. You went for the weapons because you knew my weapons were in an area that's a bit weaker on the mech.
Sure.
Where I was at least drilling into your CT.
You did actually. You did open the CT, which is good. That was quite good. So, yeah. Props to that. But it was good firing. Open CT. Yeah. There's a few thoughts there on if you have ultras. Do you just cycle maybe 2 cycles of ultras and then a bunch like without double taps and then lots of double taps? Or essentially what I would do is I would try to play it and manage those double taps heavily. Yeah. I'm going to play again. Okay, this one. I reckon this one's one that you could pretty easily defeat. This one is definitely not one I would ever bring to 1v1. It's pretty good. I think it counts as mid-range-ish. Yeah, it's definitely mid-range. Yeah, cool. So this one here is what I recommend to players if they do buy this variant. I'm not gonna say what chassis it is, but if this
Because
chassis.
it could be any chassis in the entire
Any chassis, 85
any
ton
chassis. Yeah.
lift. Yeah, absolutely. But if you are going to buy this variant of this unknown chassis, this is the build I would say all new players should start with, or maybe not new players, because you wouldn't.
Reactor
Maybe
online.
semi newish or even
Sensors
experienced players. This is a good build. It's
Weapons
pretty easy to play.
online. All
It's
systems
got good heat
nominal.
efficiency.
And all warriors
Doesn't
on
have
the
an
surface.
amazing amount of firepower.
Is to wipe away
Override
all
engaged.
Yeah,
hostiles.
it's fun.
Show no mercy.
But if you're bringing Mad Cats, I am in a bit of strife. Or am I?
Acquired. Artillery strike online. Major torso critical damage. Minor torso critical damage.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, hit something else.
Heat level.
Oh,
Clan Command. Respond.
Fuck.
that was close. I did not expect to win that one.
Yeah, but yo damaged me again.
Yeah, honestly, that was probably the MRM40. Just got lip. To be honest, yeah, you had far more pinpoint build. In fact, when I saw that, I was like, oh no. Oh, that's yep. Concern. But while the MM4 is going off, I do have a heavy Gauss rifle and 5 medium lasers, so there was a bit pinpoint, mid-range pinpoint happening in amongst the medium range missiles. I'm
Yeah.
actually kind of hoping you win that one to give me an excuse to go play some hard mode assaults.
You see here. What else do I end up playing? Fafnir's are just too big a target.
Oh, you mentioned 100 tonners? Oh, is it time for me to meet the challenge? Bring me 100 tonners of my own.
I mean, we could do 100 tonners.
Actually, how about this? I'm gonna bring something something special. It's not 100 tons, but you bring it. It's so incredibly, absolutely idiotic. I think a 10% chance of winning this one. I reckon. I'm gonna say 10%, and that's highball. You can do this, Nutty. You can do this. I can see this. There's a bead of sweat just preparing.
No, I doubt it. But we'll find. I'll try. I'll try.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. You got 9% chance to win this. Don't fail my prediction. Don't make me look like an idiot. Come on, Nutty. You can do it.
Reactor
When I say this, there's
online.
absolutely no way, no
Sensors
good reason I
online.
should win this one.
Well, you said that last time, and well, you won.
No. This is even dumber.
Override
This is way dumber.
engaged.
This is command. Eliminate all
Come on,
enemies,
you can do
no
it.
matter the cost.
Find the weakness of my mech and exploit it. There's only 3 whip. Don't look my build, don't look my build, don't look my build.
4 heavy PPCs, huh?
Nothing wrong with it. Ow. How much ammo do you have?
Enter torso critical damage. Heat destroyed. Heat level critical.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Nutty, how did you lose against that build?
It's simple. You were using terrain. I couldn't shoot you.
Just push in! Oh my goodness! Okay. Okay, mate. You have a chainsaw. There's a tree 50 meters from you. How'd you cut the tree down with the chainsaw build? You walk up to the tree and you cut it down. The tree doesn't move. It's a tree.
You would have repositioned, and because you can outmaneuver me.
How? I already cornered myself at the back corner of the map. Oh mate, that's sorry, that's funny. But yeah. So quad heavy PPCs, everyone. The Annihilator Killer. We should all run Stalkers with quad heavy PPCs. If you're an actually new player, don't do that. I was just trying to troll the players who have been playing for a little while. If you're an actual new player, please do not do that. Actually, seriously, don't. It's that's example, you're fine. You're not that new. You've been around for ages. should I play more 4N? That 4N is such a variant that's unloved. It's like, do you know much about the plights of the Stalker 4N, Nutty?
No.
Okay. The 4N was for the longest time, and it has returned to that, and it almost is actually, currently it is in that place right now. Was the only mech in the entire game that was completely, positively, 100% outclassed by another mech. It was completely and utterly useless, with not one single redeeming feature. The reason the 4N,
Reactor online.
what it is, you start with 3F,
Sensors
okay? So think of a
online.
Stalker 3F,
Weapons online.
take a missile point off it, and give it less torso
All
twist.
systems
That's a 4N.
online.
Ugh.
It's,
Override.
there's no
Ugh.
reason to exist. Or take a 5S and take away an AMS and a missile hardpoint, and with the same torso twist. So it's got 2 less things than the 3F and the 5S. Yeah. Now, this is my laser vom missile hybrid Stalker thing, which hasn't really caught on much. I'm hoping one day it will. It might not be today, but one day this build's gonna catch on. It's Hello.
Target acquired.
Oh, I can't turn.
Right arm critical damage. Heat level critical. Ultra autocannon destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Override shut down. Airstrike online. Artillery strike. Left arm critical damage. Heat level critical. Left arm destroyed.
You know I'm going for style points, right?
Ultra
I know you have to talk
autocannon
about PPCs.
destroyed.
It's like purely styling. No.
Anti-torso critical
Yes.
damage. Right torso critical damage. Left torso critical damage. Heat sink destroyed. Override shut down. Heat level critical. Override shut down.
Yeah, Jay and a stalker? No way. No way. Say it ain't so.
So yeah, that's that build is 3 large lasers, 3 ER medium lasers, and an MRM 40. Why do we need laser vom combined with MRMs? I don't know. I don't know. I just like the build.
You don't have a reason for it. It's just there and it works.
It's just there and it works. It's a, as we mentioned, the Stalker is the Mad Cat Slayer. All these people buying Death Strikes, they just sell them and buy Stalkers. Again, if you're a new player, just buy a Death Strike. Don't sell them and buy a Stalker. I gotta be so careful because I've had people do stuff like that.
You gotta be careful, Jay, because people listen to you.
Not in Squid Play, they don't. They absolutely don't in solo queue. It's like, hey guys, hold high left side, Delta 4. Do not go low right Charlie 3. Everyone, please hold high left Delta 4. NASCAR. Seriously? Did I stutter? Like... Oh my goodness. Okay. What to bring? I see 100 tons there. I'm not sure what it is. If I'm not sure, I will play a mech that is confused. No, this mech is actually confused. It's built like that.
It's confused.
The mech is confused. When you see it, you'll understand exactly why. This mech is confused. All these, we're talking about MRM 90, MRM 100 on a 100 tonner. Like, mate, 120 on a 85 tonner. Seriously, the 3 MRM 40 build is actually legitimately excellent. The new players like as well. Like if you're a brand new player
Reactor online.
and you want a Stalker
Sensors
build that
online.
just
Weapons
shoot general
online.
direction and just go bleh. Three
All
MRM40s on a
systems
Stalker
normal.
3H.
Override
It's
engage.
a relatively cheap assault to buy. It's a simple build, and it's got 3 weapons, which is funny considering Stalker's known for having like 10 stock. But it's a really simple build, guys. Yeah, so 3 MRM40s and just go for it. Like, now the build I brought earlier against Nutty's Victor, that was 4 MRM40s. That's a completely different style of build. Do not run that if you're new. That is really, really dumb and hilariously fun. But it's its own thing. Okay, let's see. Go. Now, 100 tonner, what 100 tons are you bringing? Oh snap! Oh snap!
Target acquired.
Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna let you run out of ammo. That's my strategy. He's run out of ammo.
Airstrike.
I'll just
online.
be over here. He's still firing. Well, it's the same tracer rounds off, so that's something. Oh, snap! 3 air larges against 8 LB2s. I remember I said I was confused, right?
Yeah.
Let's go for us from 6 of Artemis.
Torso critical damage.
Alright.
Torso critical.
That makes confused. It's like, oh, it's still picking your large Stalker. No.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, mate. Come on,
Alright.
mate. You need to kill one of these so I can get out of Stalkers. I'm bringing dumber and dumber stuff.
That's it's a tall order when there's a
You
set.
realize that 2 of the Stalkers you have fought have been XL, right? You've already fought 2 XL Stalkers. I didn't tell you which ones they were. Okay, I'm already bringing dumb stuff, dude. I've got something in at the bottom of the barrel. I'll scrape one of these ones out. It might be a debut. I don't think I've even run this build in public yet. Do you want me to debut a Stalker build?
Sure.
Alright, I can find it. Down near the bottom somewhere. Ah. Yeah, that one.
All right, back in a second. Grab some more water. All right.
So this mech was inspired by a number of terrible builds in solo queue. I got
Uh-oh.
this inspiration from solo queue's dumb builds. I actually have run. I think you actually may have seen me run. I'm not sure it was this one or another related one. But yeah. I'm I'm a little bit concerned.
Reactor
About?
online.
Well-
Sensors online. Weapons online.
I'm bringing this for like. So I remember I said the
All
other one's a 10%
systems
chance to win. This is
nominal.
like 5%
Override
chance of winning.
engaged.
Command to all warriors
Alright.
on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles.
Oh, that's way too much ammo. This is supposed to like you farming or like half of like 8 assaults worth of ammo. Oh boy. Actually, maybe not. Probably not that much. No.
Target acquired.
All right, here we go.
Warning incoming missile.
Bloody streaks.
Missile. Heat level critical. Artillery strike online. Warning incoming missile. Critical damage. Warning incoming missile. Weapon explosion detected. Left arm destroyed. Left torso critical damage. Gauss
Uh-oh,
laser
temperature.
destroyed.
Temperature.
Heat sink
Settle.
destroyed. Heat
Settle.
level critical. Heat level critical. Warning incoming missile. Right torso critical damage.
Eradicated. Bask in the glory of your triumph.
Thank goodness you beat the Streak Stalker. I've been so disappointed if you didn't.
I was a little bit shocked when I saw streaks.
Oh, thank goodness you won that one. I feel so much better.
Dirt Napper, I'm using Samaro's and Navid's sound pack right now. In the past, I've used Haven's, and I actually like Haven's sound pack better for a few things. Like I like the heavy Gauss sounds a bit better, and the heavy lasers I like a lot better on Haven's pack. But this one has some interesting things to it. I'm giving it a decent kind of run for its money, but I'm probably gonna switch back to Haven's sound pack at some point.
Okay, you've unlocked hard mode. Now I can help our stalkers.
Oh.
I mean, sorry. I mean,
You've
to bring
I've
other
I've
ID content.
unlocked hard mode. Come on, I'm still level 0 here.
No, it's free. Disc 2. Load up Disc 2. Yeah, let's start with this. This is good to open with. Come
How
on,
am I
Nutty,
gonna
do your
bring-
worst.
Do my worst. I've already done my worst. Actually, no, that's not true. I can be worse. I can I can absolutely be worse.
Okay, so one of the things you kind of did there, which was interesting, was you decided to jump down without seeing the build. That's pretty bold. Like, again, if you're running ER mediums and gas rifles, okay. Again, question. I'm asking a question. Why did you jump down?
It was mainly because I was trying not to be as predictable. I've always been running up that side, and I always get stuck up there, and I wanted to be able to wanted to be able to close the gap with you a little bit better.
But I mean, okay. Your closest range weapon is a clan ER medium laser. That top position to where I was already in optimal range.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much closer do you want to get? If your shortest range weapon is an optimal range, how much closer do you want to get? Like, there's a serious question. This is, again, like a question for the chat as well. Like, when you're playing your solo queue matches, if your shortest range weapon is 400 meters optimal, why are you getting closer? Unless you're trying to chase down an enemy that's getting away, or, you know, there's positional elements there too. Range-wise, don't close. If anything, pull back more. Because it's better that you fight a little bit out of your comfort range, okay, and then put them completely out of the comfort range. Again, you didn't know what I was running. That's fair, but if you're already at the risk of me running something that's high DPS and short range in a stalker is actually really high.
Mm-hmm.
The chance of an actually dangerous stalker being short range is quite high. as you've seen so far tonight, there are quite a few different ways we can kill you at close range.
Yeah.
Reactor online.
So
Sensors
just
online.
bear that in mind.
Weapons
Again,
online.
Look, because I'm just saying, against
All systems
even against a
nominal.
slightly stronger build, even slightly marginally stronger build, you would be in a bit of trouble.
Override
Okay.
engaged.
That's in a death strike, which shouldn't have too much of a problem. Okay, weapon group setup. I haven't played this. I don't think I've
Target.
this weapon groups. Oh, I'm getting shot. Oh no. Oh, it's a supernova. Oh, I'm in danger. Not really. Do 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 do. Hello.
Destroyed. Heat level critical. Artillery strike online.
Is it going to option 1, option 2, or option 3? It takes option 2.
Critical.
Oh.
Respond.
Apparently, I took option 4, which I forgot about the amount of heat that alpha striking that build.
Yeah. Are you running the single heatsink build? Or double heatsink build?
I believe it's double heatsink.
Okay, so you have you have okay dissipation, but not that much capacity. The single
Yeah.
heatsink build, it got way more capacity. So a single heatsink supernova laser bomb is passable. I wouldn't say I'd bring in a comp, but quick play, it's actually quite decent.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to bring out that one because it's dumb. This is just too undergunned. See, my problem is I don't really have a lot of like assaults that I play. Like I play the Death Strike, I play the Mad Cat B.
Yep.
I'll occasionally bring out the Marauder 4L, but I don't think it's.
Makes you feel better. I won't play an Annihilator this game. I'll change out the Annie.
I don't think it matters what you play, Jay. It honestly doesn't matter. Hey, Chronic. Kodiak 3-2. I have a Kodiak. What is it? I've got 4 AC 10s and an AR PPC. I can't remember why I've got that build. It was.
I gave it to you. I gave it to you. That's mine. Yes. 4 AC 10s PPC. Oh, it's so good. Did you just pick it? I'll play it too because I love that. I build so much fun. Honestly, no joke. Like not trolling. Quick play. That build is actually devastatingly good. The problem is it's weak against getting flanked, getting NASCAR, getting hit by lights, getting hit by LRMs, ATMs, or just generally just getting shot in the massive CT.
So
Other
what you're
than that, it's
so what
pretty
you're
good.
so what you're saying is it's weak against getting shot.
Yeah, it's allergic to damage. Like, you know, half, like probably 80% of the people in solo queue are just allergic to damage. It's like, because here's the thing, there's like some sort of disease out there that anytime someone gets targeted once, they'll run around in circles for the rest of the game,
Mhm.
like uncontrollably
Sensors
run around in circles.
online.
It's like
Weapons online. All systems
NASCAR-itis or
nominal.
something.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe
Override
away all
engage.
hostiles. Show no
Now I always retract the claws after each at the start of each Kodiak match because when side picking terrain, the claws stick out first. I know it sounds so petty, but it's just practice from doing it so many times. In the 2016 World Championships, I played the Kodiak almost exclusively. Not this build though, but
Target acquired.
hello. Drop tart.
Artillery strike online. Left torso critical damage. Center torso critical damage. Autocannon destroyed. Right torso critical damage.
This is Clan Command.
So bad.
Yep. Yeah. Lem's right. The ramp gives you, like, remember I mentioned earlier about ramps and hills?
Mhm.
When you move back and forward on them, you get elevation variance, which and left, horizontal variance. That's what ramps are so good. Plus that build is pretty high mount, so yeah. Chronic, are you sure about that? I think Chronic's trolling you.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. It's brawling is an interesting idea with the Kodiak 3. Ooh. Not my first choice. Yeah, I know that build. To Ultra 10s and Ultra 20, the Bloodass runs it far better. The Bloodass runs it incredibly better. And yeah, if that on a Kodiak just seems like a cookie to farm.
What else can I play?
The reason the Bloodass runs it better is that it's the exact same firepower in a faster mech for lower profile, slightly, with ECM and even a jump jet. So you basically don't lose anything over that the Kodiak gives it. Less armor, slightly, but remember, hitbox shape, maneuverability, and ECM mean that that armor is used less often. Okay, but that's important. Yeah, the Kodiaks used to have decent agility. When they had decent agility, you could actually torso twist between volleys. But when that got basically poleaxed into the ground, it's just so hard to really flick the torso and shield that giant CT. So, because it has no survival quirks, or virtually no survival quirks, then in a brawl, so tricky. Yeah. Like, to me, I would rather be running a DACA build, AC-10s, PPC, or even quad Ultra 10s with split firing, with very good control of those fire groups. Don't mess it up.
Fine.
At
Weapons
600 plus
online.
meters, and just firing into a fight. As
All
far as that goes,
systems
Kodak's great.
nominal.
Kodak's actually really good at firing
Engaged.
into a fight. As far as being the mech you take to lead the fight, nah, not where I would put that mech. So Nutty, I'm actually really impressed by how long you've been doing these 1v1s for. Like that's some great stamina there. Like by the way, you've done a really good job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little soul crushing to constantly lose, but I mean, I'm trying to get better.
Yeah. Yeah, so quad AC-10, that's fine. Quad Ultra 10, you are dead from the heat. You would just instantly just evaporate.
Critical.
Okay, him.
Destroyed. Right torso destroyed. Gauss armor destroyed.
Wow, hit reg on that one.
Destroyed.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Okay. Damage fall off range of Heavy Gas is extremely long. Without knowing what I was running, it's a pretty bold move to take the Heavy Gas thing anywhere. Heavy Gas is glass torsos, alright? So once your armor's cracked, you basically have 1 HP. That's not actual fact. That's how you treat it. Treat it like an egg. Yeah, it's okay. You have a shell, Once it's cracked, mess. So heavy gas mechs have a third less HP per side torso than a non-heavy gas mech. Does that make sense? Because you again, not exact numbers, but armor is usually twice that of the structure.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have no structure, because the heavy gas will pop. Particularly if I'm running an LBXs on the Atlas, then you've effectively 1/3 less the hit points on that side torso. So taking it up forwards like that, really risky. Yeah, I think you should start on the ramp. And on this map particularly, look, I know I'm not doing it. I'm just playing around, but I'm not taking this super seriously. But if you're gonna bring a mech that's very dependent on how it's played, start at the ramp and then work from there. Because the ramp, you can at least see what I'm running. Once you see what I'm running, you can then play accordingly. If you saw me running that Atlas build, and you were on the ramp, you would never have closed in. Does that make sense? Surely,
Yeah.
you know. So, okay. 85 tons? Could it be? Could it be? Gotta be honest though, one of the assaults I hate fighting the most is actually the Stalker. I hate shooting Stalkers. they're a pain.
Well, that and you're just kind of like, I love you. Why am I shooting you?
Yeah, a little bit of that, but they're just a pain to kill. I mean, to be honest though, most people give way too many openings to kill us to hurt a Stalker.
Censored.
That's such a funny mech to play. There's a lot, pretty much everyone I see on solo queue with it gives way too many openings for the Stalker to be killed.
Mhm.
If you play to its strengths and you don't let up and you really focus on it, it's quite good. Okay.
So, Dark Templar, there's actually a counter to that, and it's something that I've brought up before, and it's something called the zone of proximal development. There comes a point where losing tells you nothing. So it's a
Are we there
matter.
yet?
Oh, we're absolutely outside of the zone of proximal development.
Oh, because we're not there yet. So we're outside of it. Sweet.
No, as in
I know.
the skill separation between you and me is so broad that you're having to bring dumb mechs, right? Like
Yeah.
And again, this kind of highlights what I was talking about earlier about, according to PSR, Jay and I are the same skill.
Yeah, we are.
According to PSR. Reality of the situation.
Hello. I saw a PPC fly overhead earlier, so I'm like, hey, I'm closing in.
This is Clan Command. Respond.
We could do the Mindwyrm thing.
Yeah, we could do that.
Mindwyrm, come on now. I mean, to be honest, I need to head off shortly. Yeah.
So one of the things that I've learned is that if I'm in a PPC Pop-Tart, I'm at least okay.
Yeah.
So what you're saying
fine.
is I should just play PPC Pop-Tarts for
No.
for
I-
the rest
I
of my
think-
days.
No, I also think you found areas which you've already grown in, so now find some more areas to work in the other areas you need to. Yeah. Yeah, and Lem does mention a good. I wasn't. I was trying to be nice about it, but yeah, pop-tarting is a bit of a crutch. In that you're relying on the pop and fade nature of that playstyle to keep you alive. What it does is it keeps you alive. You're not actually doing a whole lot of damage. I've seen a lot of in solo queue and that, and they'll do like 200 damage average. Some will occasionally have like 500 damage games. And look, don't be wrong. There's definitely, I'm not decrying pop-tarting. It's one of my favorite playstyles, but I don't play it very often because in actuality, in a 12v12 environment, it just doesn't play a big role. Like it seriously doesn't. there's so many other roles out there that just do more. Yeah. Nice lamp. Lamp's always got an eloquent way of putting things.
Great. So I'm good at a crutch.
Well,
Yay.
I guess. I mean, look. Sorry. I mean, it's play. Sorry. It's more that playing that only is a crutch, or really playing only, because what it does is your game presence
Reactor
in a Pop-tart is
online.
almost none. You don't actually
Sensors
add to the
online.
initiative of a firing line, right?
Weapons
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So you don't add to initiative. You don't add to
online. All
to a firing line
systems
much.
nominal.
What it does
This is command.
is
Eliminate
to
all enemies, no matter the cost.
what it does really is it keeps you alive.
Override engaged.
Yeah, and Lem mentions that. So yeah, like I see it too. You see faction warfare players who pretty much only play that sort of thing. Okay, and like they'll rack up a bit of damage, but they're not adding any presence, so they don't actually ever slow down a push. So you see players running with Pop-tart, they don't actually really slow down a push at all because they're not providing a hard stop or anything to an approach. Yeah. Hello, Toasty.
I'm going to just almost completely disagree with what you said about Pop-Tarts adding presence.
Also critical
But
They-
I think
Weapons.
presence they provide is just different from what
Left torso
you're used to in just
destroyed.
about every other mech.
Left arm
Like
Yeah.
destroyed.
what you want to do is you want to have presence in that you can take
Center
angles that
torso
wouldn't be
critical.
safe for basically any other mech.
Okay.
And you can
So I-
make a threat that no one wants to go for, but they kind of have to. Otherwise,
Okay,
you
so
punish them.
Burial,
like
maybe, but Grim Portico. Number of times I've gone Grim Portico,
yeah.
pushed through the
I mean-
gates, and just gone. There's a Pop-tart over there. Ignore. Just kill
But
their team.
that's
Kill their gens.
faction,
And we're done.
though. That's faction, though. There's not.
Dude.
You can't really get
Well, the
weird
context was-
angles like you can on other maps.
We're talking about faction though. That's
Oh,
what we're
well,
talking about.
Okay.
Because in comp, I played Pop-tart all the 2017 World Championship Series. I only played Pop-tarts. In 2013, I only played Pop-tarts as well in comp. You know.
Okay,
like-
I missed that part then. But yeah, if you're talking faction, yeah, that's pretty true. 'Cause
It's
you
faction.
You can't like push weird angles because everyone's just funneling in through a short spigot.
So that's why the conversations around faction, because like in comp, I can attest to the effectiveness of Pop-tart in comp in an APA scenario. I'd actually also say 12v12 too. So particularly in 12v12, it doesn't provide
Yeah.
much pressure.
12v12, you're just lacking the DPS. That's
Yeah,
why
that's
everyone's gone to playing like three PVC builds, is because you need the burst.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if your summoner is heat neutral, if it can't shoot fast enough.
Play something dumb. Play.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Toasty. Alright. This is probably the second worst assault chassis, or maybe the worst. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. It's definitely down there. Alright, let's see how we go.
Here we go.
Reactor.
Chronic, we're in my
online.
Discord.
Sensors
The Nutty Rat
online.
Discord.
Weapons online. All systems nominal. Override engaged.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
No, it's not a Zeus, dude. I think a Zeus is far better than this chassis. No. I think a Zeus is far better than this one. Okay. Stalker!
Oh, yes.
Target acquired.
Yeah, I personally the Banshee's like a eh.
Artillery strike online.
Uh-oh.
Right torso critical damage. Left torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Large laser destroyed. Left torso critical damage. Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed. Heatsink destroyed. Center torso critical damage.
Hey, Ash.
Come in. Control to surface. Can anyone read?
Yeah, Ash, it's been about 2 hours of me dying to Jay. Save for 2 matches. I'm not that good in assaults.
Well, Nutty, there's 2 hours, so I will say, and I think I need to have 2. That Nutty, that is a very, very good effort. Lots of good stuff there. I'll will say that you have met the requirements to join the wild ones, should that even be a thing, but you're reading the unit, so whatever. But yes, that's Nutty, you just completed the wild ones induction 1v1 session, so
Jay, you can't leave. I just came in here to help.
dang it. The sun's going down. I want to do a bike ride before the sun sets.
There's nothing better than a bike ride in the moonlight.
No, not in Australia. I might get eaten by like random animals.
There's not enough meat on your bones.
Hey,
Oh, just call me Ash because of the
Nutty
200.
is now Australian.
I love the way that the TTS butchered that. Ash comes with 250 bits. Thank you for the bits, Ash. I appreciate it. That's funny.
oh dear.
Part of my problem, I mean, there's a lot of problems, but one of the problems is that I don't have a lot of variety of mechs that I play on a regular basis, so I find myself stuck, right? I'm looking at all of the mechs that I play, and I'm like, well, fuck, what can I bring now? What can I bring now? And I'm looking, it's like, oh, I could bring the Death Strike.
Question though. One quick question.
Mhm.
Okay, so Nutty's a guy who goes to his cupboard, has 526 items of clothing, and goes, I have nothing to wear. You have
No, it's
526 things to wear.
it's that a lot of the builds are bad. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Like
I'll fix that.
well, I can't do that right now.
Oh dear.
I mean, I can't do that right at the moment because we're doing lobby shit. It's hard. It sucks to have to back out and go back in, back out, go back in. Right?
What are we working on?
I mean, mediums. I mean, heavies. I'm a little bit more kind of reasonable with. I've got a few more mechs that I play. Mediums. I'm kind of Light sight. I play like a whole 2 mechs, 3 mechs, 4. I play a whole 4 mechs when I play lights.
Yeah.
Like I could sell a shitload of chassis and make a lot of money, but then of course the 2 things you don't sell are chassis and engines.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think as I mentioned, the Harbinger and Mad Cat, really good mechs to play more of, and you'll find anytime like long range heavies all come up, just like I said, I didn't say you had to swap mechs all the time. It's good to just but if you want to just sit in Harbinger and just eat large stuff all day, okay, in Virago.
Mm-hmm.
As far as long range goes and faction play and stuff, excellent. The laser von build for mid range, pretty decent. For a large Virago is actually a comp build. So yeah. Anyway, I'll leave lobby. Mindwyrm, I think
You were supposed to critique him. I was just going to be got for.
I can watch the stream.
I can't train him.
Yeah, you
I
can.
haven't played comp since 2016.
Mindwyrm, you've learnt enough. Unless we get Lurm in here. If you get Lurm in here, I'll invite him in. Then Lurm can take over, and then it continues on.
Yeah, we probably need somebody that's in the command chair. Watch.
Yeah, I'll invite them. I think I can do it. Seriously, of all the other people I'd recommend for this, like Lurm right up there. I'm serious, like legit.
Lurm God's got ugly tags now.
We have to look at them as a spectator tag, spectator chat. There you go. See, I solved the problem. No. Oh, here he is.
A tag? That's racist.
Tag team. Tag in, tag out.
All right, Lurm. Well, first, I guess, Nutty, what do you want to work on?
Well, my goal is just I'm trying to get better at the game overall. It's.
I mean, I'd pick a mech and I'd just I'd literally grind on that till you're happy with it.
Yeah, you can't get good at everything at once. You got to work one at a time. So you got really good at Pop-tarting. Well, what do you need to learn?
If you want to go back to comfort zone, maybe go Virago on Boreal Reach, Vault, whatever it is, and
Yeah,
just
Boreal
do
Vault, that's
Viragos. And just smash Virago like large, because my man loves large trading. He loves it. It's his favorite.
If you're looking to smash potatoes, feel free to fight
Oh, do you know some?
me.
As if you do.
I'll be humble. Fight me.
Okay, if you want.
Oh, my Virago's built out for PPCs.
Oh dear.
Why?
All right. Well, anyway, I do need help. But yes, good job, Nutty. Like seriously, really, really good work. Like that was an impressive amount of stamina, and if you're still going, that's amazing. So, like, unless for all of the viewers, if you don't know how intense some of these lobbies can be, even though I am trying to keep it lighthearted and stuff, Nutty's actually really been concentrating. So that's a pretty impressive amount of concentration. So that's pretty good feat you've seen on stream. Hopefully do more of these at some point.
Absolutely. Yep. Alrighty, thanks, Jay.
Nutty, I've got an ER large Virago. Put me in.
Well, he needs somebody to watch from the commander seat
Alright.
and advise him.
You could do that otherwise, but yeah.
I haven't played comp in 4 years.
Don't worry, man. I can see what he's doing. It's
Well,
fine.
it's more that it's not necessarily that I'm getting better for comp. It's just that, so there seems to be this really weird idea that I'm just gonna turn my music down here for a second. There seems to be this really bizarre idea that
Really? You
people
have it down bad.
that people can't ask for help from the really high skilled players in the game. That like Jay, yourself, Mindwyrm, Lurm God, yourself, that you're in this weird club, and once you get there, that you're completely unreachable and you are toxic, quote unquote, right? And the goal is for you to curb stomp and to pug stomp everybody.
I mean, PGI lay the floor. We only just play with what they give us.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Did I really need to help?
Yeah. Yes. Dagroth, your mic is open, by the way.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's all good. I was getting a little confused at what you were talking about. Like, whoa.
I was in a game and the people were like, "You need to help," and we're 7-3, and I'm like, "Are you sure? I think I could just stay down here and do nothing."
Yeah.
So like you can do like this ER large trading now. This will literally translate to all laser mechs you play, no matter the range, if you are able to think about it in that term.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I want to improve my overall skill. That's kind of the impetus of this, is why I'm doing this. Is I'm trying to improve my overall skill and the way that I think about the game, the way that I look at the game, the way that I look at my opponent or opponents.
Reactor online.
Yeah,
those sorts of things,
like
right?
learn the basics and there's no secrets. It's just all. I mean, other than JGX blue lasers doing 20% more damage, it's just.
Mm-hmm.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away.
No one's gonna bite on that.
Show no mercy.
Well, it's kind of like putting flames on your car or painting it red.
Yeah, exactly right.
Target acquired.
It's good.
Okay, Nutty, when you peek and he goes back down, stay up. You'll have the first shot when it comes back.
Heat level critical.
Well, good there.
Heat level critical. Override.
Except for I hate ghost heat.
So you,
Enter
now you've
torso,
gone out of your cover.
critical damage. Override shutdown.
So now I can sort of just, tease it.
Okay, so when you peeked above that hill and stayed up, you went too far. You just want to get over the hill and be ready the second you see him fire.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're peeked over the hill already, when he's coming up, he's gotta come farther to
Right.
That's the first thing Jay taught me in long range trading is if you're exposed and they're not, just wait for them. You're gonna get the shot first and pull back. And
Right.
chances are you'll get your full burn rather than cutting the burn in half when you pull.
So I mean I guess
Oh,
part of it for me too is that I'm trying to translate like a 1v1 into quick play or faction play. Right? So when you're 1v1ing against somebody and you're peeking and forcing them to go back and being there for the next visible shot, there's 11 other people that could be doing the same thing. Right?
So you've been doing this in a lot of your matches already. You can still move
Reactor
towards things and still
online.
go from cover to cover.
Sensors
You
Mhm.
seem to like to
online.
accelerate randomly
Weapons
through the open
online.
ground on a lot of maps.
All systems nominal.
Like heavy horse was a peeking, poking sort of style gameplay. Yet you'd always accelerate it, like you default when you start panicking straight to accelerate into open ground. I opened your CT then, you accelerated into open ground. Know what I mean?
Right.
Override
Whereas instead of just trying to
engaged.
keep your mech alive for a little bit longer.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
That's good.
Now move up. You're hot, so back off. Move to another
Heat
location.
level critical. Override shutdown. Heat sink destroyed.
Oh boy, you're on fire.
Woo.
Is that thing skilled?
Mostly. That's why I'm using this and not the Virago that I got built this way.
Airstrike online.
Bye. Oh, he survived it.
This is Clan Command. Respond.
Weird that you're so hot unless you're alphaing them a little too close together.
Well, I did alpha that one. Right, I guess I alphaed. I alphaed once, but then when I fired my next my pair, I put myself over.
Like honestly, your trading style there is really good. Actually, to be honest, like your aim needs a bit of work, but you don't seem to be doing as much damage as you should be because it looks good.
The only thing
But-
I saw is that when he got really hot, like over 100%, he should have backed off, cooled off, and moved to another spot. The rest
Not
of
even
it
that.
was-
Like, why would a Hellbringer have overheated? Is the weird question.
Well, it's because I'm alphing for ER larges, which is ghost heat.
Then I alphaed the first one. You can cool shot and then just continue to just chill and burn through someone, unless you got a TC7 or maybe you're not running the correct right torso.
So I'm running an F left.
Like actually, Ash makes a good point there. You can always alpha in a 1v1, but especially if I'm beating you so heavily, you can alpha and try and get it, like twist off the end of my burn.
Right.
It's kind of a slightly defeatist style to do it, but it is a very good way to do it.
Override engaged.
But that means that I'm gonna have the first option of seeing you every single time. So it's a dice roll.
Heat level critical.
So right there, you got a better burn than I probably should have.
Target acquired. Center torso critical damage. Right torso critical damage. Heat level critical.
It's good. I've spread my damage more on you than this one, but you see, you're still not doing damage to me somehow.
Respond! This is Clan Command. Respond!
Learn the art of advanced zoom. Maybe. I mean, I do wear glasses when I'm not looking at my computer, but it's my eyesight's not that bad.
Oh, it's more that, so like, if I'm really going to be try-harding, I'm going to be aiming at a specific pixel on you and trying to trace that pixel.
Right.
As opposed to you're just probably dumping center mass. I think that's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'll do this next one. I'll do this next one and I'll try headshot you, for example. Just with lasers. Like, you aim small, you know, if you miss, then it's still what you want to hit.
So my other question, Nutty, is what is your mouse sensitivity set on?
In game it's 0.17 and I'm between 400 and 600 DPI.
I think you played enough that the DPI is not the issue. It's just whether your hand's wobbling or something, but you just need to be purely focusing on doing the damage to me. Don't even worry about twisting that much until the end of your burn.
Reactor online.
Like, only focus on hitting my
Sensors
CT or
online.
side torso, whatever you go
Weapons
for, and hit
online.
first.
All systems
Like here, I'm
normal.
going to aim small. I'm going to try, as I said,
Override
headshot
engaged.
you, so I'll see if
Warriors
it
on
works
the
at all.
surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles.
Override
Show
engaged.
no mercy.
Right, try to focus on minimal exposure for your mech.
Target acquired. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Better.
It's getting better burns.
Airstrike online. Center torso critical damage. Heat level critical.
Should nearly kill me on that one.
Override shutdown.
Sure, you're
That
right.
was close.
Respond.
Yeah, you got much
so he's
better
better.
burns that time.
So did it make sense whatever I was aiming at? Like, whatever you were aiming at? Like, the smaller you aim, the easier it is?
Yeah. I think part of it was I just double checked my mouse because I'll toggle my DPS, but I do that in a bunch of different games.
Yeah.
Or DPI rather than DPS. DPI, and I had it cranked up a little far. So I dropped it down
Yeah,
so my mouse is a little bit less twitchy.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing before, was that you seemed to be moving more than you needed. The other thing you can do is on this particular model, all you have is torso.
Mhm.
So lock your arms. There's a lot of people that go either way on that, but I prefer, if all I've got is torso mounted mechs, is to lock my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for some reason it kicked me from the lobby.
What?
Reactor
Oh no.
online.
You must have been slow coming out. We'll grab you
Sensors
after.
online. Weapons online.
I'll just watch him from the stream.
All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface.
Override
Your task is
engaged.
to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
critical. Override shutdown. Heat level critical. Airstrike online. Heat level
Ooh, I
critical.
like it.
Override
Oh,
shutdown.
interesting.
Heat level critical. Center torso critical.
Oh, that was a bad
damage.
idea.
Override shutdown.
Wasn't
Right, looks
wasn't
like
Kind
you
of,
did good.
wasn't paying attention to my
Left
heat.
torso critical damage.
kind of just got stuck behind that too.
Command, respond.
Oh, that was a little toasty. I wasn't paying attention to my heat bar. It's I'm not missing that many skill points, so my heat drop wouldn't be that much. Hey,
Fair.
Castle Charlie, you bought SnowRunner. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a dangerous addiction. All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab another glass of water, and I'll get you back in the lobby, Myron.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I think I have you Mindwyrm anyway.
Actually, you should. Yeah, you're still in here. You're fine. Unless you're like
No,
bugged out.
that's a bug.
You're bugged out.
He's
Okay.
not actually there.
Yeah,
I'll grab you.
Oh, do I need to log out? Or you guys kick me in and reinvite me?
Yeah, I just kicked you out. I'll be right back.
There we go.
Did you rebuild your Hellbringer?
Oh, no, I should have.
Quick, rebuild it. I'll re-invite you.
Okay.
Sorry, well, that took a little bit longer than expected. My water jug was almost empty.
All good. We're just waiting for Mindwyrm. He's gonna rebuild his and come back.
Cool.
You will do one. We'll do one in the meantime, eh? And then you can then smack Mindwyrm around.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure you might wipe him out.
I doubt it, but I'll try.
I
Well,
don't
you-
think I have this skill, but that's fine.
You're doing all the right things though. Your legs are correctly positioned. I threw you off on that last one by peeking from a different spot because I could see you looking for me on that same side.
Mm-hmm.
But either way,
Took the lobby invite, but it didn't bring me in the lobby.
you can't because we're mid-match.
Reactor
Yeah, we just launched.
Oh, okay.
Sensors online. Weapons online.
That's what I get for not watching the stream.
All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to
Override
wipe away
engaged.
all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Yeah, so you see this movement I'm doing right now, Kiwi? I'm moving my mouse like across my big giant mouse pad. Like I'm using my real estate.
Yeah, that was one of the best investments I ever made. Was a much larger mouse pad.
Acquired. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Are you spamming your enemy spotted as well?
I'm trying to, but
Airstrike online.
I'm trying to look and get back.
Acquired. Heat level critical.
Just try to do it on the way out after a trade.
I'm usually the one that yells at people for not using it.
Center torso critical damage. Heat level critical. Override shutdown.
good.
Respond!
So at least you can translate this into solo queue by just getting your burns right and then trying to think cover to cover.
Yeah. I'm also exposing I'm exposing in a lot of areas where I shouldn't be. Like near the end there, when you're able to get me from even when I was in low ground, it's because I was in a bad position.
You gotta remember, I've done this map probably 3,000 times or so, though.
Fair. I haven't.
Let's get him in here. He can beat up on Mindwyrm for 1 or 2, eh? Get the mojo back.
Oh, well, let's see if I remember how to do that.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Override engaged.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Heat level critical.
Oh, get shit on. You now have the ascendancy, Nutty. Bully him. Bully him.
Heat level critical. Target acquired. Airstrike online. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Oh, Nutty, run it in, mate. You've completely shat on the poor bastard.
Oh, overheated.
Oh shit!
By a lot.
Did you Chris him?
I side
You know
torso.
what? What's the ghost heat on for Lars lasers when you don't have any skill?
Fair bit. See, in that one there, like the first trade that came out was so big, you may as well just sit on top of the hill, Nutty, and just bully him with left and rights.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier against Jay. When they back off and you get a good trade, just stay there. You'll have the first instant reaction.
I guess it's mostly because I'm kind of used to getting punished for that in solo queue, or just in quick play in general, not necessarily when I'm by myself. I guess it's a hard habit to get out of. Because I know that standing tall when you got 11 people looking at you isn't always a good idea. But I think that comes down also to positioning, right?
You need to understand the basics of trading to be able to then trade one by one, even in solo queue. Because you typically in solo queue you work from right to left or left to right. You just trade one person at a time using the cover you have and keep moving cover to cover, just blasting one non-stop at all times.
Right.
That's pretty much how solo queue works. Or you can play a big assault, sit in a corner, and then, just roleplay Hodor.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your
Override
task is to wipe
engaged.
away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Heat level critical.
That's it, Nutty. Bully him.
Airstrike online. Heat level critical. Target acquired. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Oh,
Headshot!
Heat level
Dreams.
critical. Override shutdown. Heat level critical. Left torso critical damage. Heat level critical. Heat sink destroyed. Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Alright, Nutty, you need to aim like half a mech higher, bro. You are just washing that across the legs and the torsos.
Yeah, it's my ability to hold target and lift up. I spread a lot of damage on.
Yeah, big time then. And you need to either be if you're aiming that low, you may as well aim at his penis. If you don't want to aim at his penis, you may as well aim at his head.
Right.
one
Instead of
difference
aiming,
is
like,
I move
slightly-
more than Jay and Lurm does.
But because instead of you aiming like roughly in that hip area, it's just like bouncing side to side. You can see it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, Dagrath says, so his head or his head?
Pretty much. There are very few mechs you don't want to aim high on. So like, just aim higher on mechs. Because if you were using an AC2 boat,
Mm-hmm.
you would be shooting, or sorry, you were using an AC boat, you'd be shooting legs and like you should be shooting legs more basically. You'd be killing mechs the hardest way imaginable.
Right. Don't rush at 60% heat. Use patience. Yeah, I was a little bit scared, Ash, when I saw that when I had that open torso. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work.
So if you're gonna sit on top of the hill, you don't really need to do that much alphaing. You do like the first one and then you left and right it. Don't sit there waiting to alpha it again because you're just wasting DPS.
Mm-hmm. Double check something here. Oh, my DPI is a lot higher. What's going on there? $600. Sorry, 1 second. Some of my mouse profiles changed here. 50,000. 1,400. Ooh, 1,400 is a little high. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay.
Strongly consider the advanced zoom if you're also not comfortable looking at that range, because you're only advanced, so you're not even like full scoped in. You were, I think, on what, 1.7 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Override engaged.
Command to all warriors on the surface. Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Override shutdown.
Yeah, you did. You did, Ash. I'm pretty sure you did.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
That's good. So you need to really heavily punish him here, because he's just trading your legs
Heat
on
level
Nutty.
critical. Override shutdown.
It's like, see how easy that was to demolish him?
Mm-hmm.
Target spotted.
Critical.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Left torso critical damage.
The hostiles are eradicated. Bask in the glory
Nice.
of your triumph.
Still a bit slow. Like, are you going CT, or are you purposely going left torso each time? You seem to gravitate to it.
Well, I try to go CT, but then when I find I'm doing more damage to that left torso, I just finish off the left torso.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
commit
If you
to it.
find a weakness, take it.
Partially because I'm used to fighting Hellbringers that have the ECM torso. So you take the ECM torso out, and you more than have the mech.
Yeah, fair.
But that's an old habit. Like, that's old, right? That's before people really started to do the whole F left or running the Virago with the set of 8s. It's a bad habit.
See this?
No, finding a weakness and taking it, that's not a bad habit.
Do you have a large pulse, or like a large pulse, medium Hellbringer or anything like that?
Well, I've got 26 Hellbringers. Give me a sec. I think I have a large pulse one.
Even trial Hellbringers, by the sounds of it. So if you both use the trial Hellbringer and switch to Steiner, so you pretty much use the same principles, but you change up the terrain now with a different build.
Right, I've got one with one large pulse, but I don't want to use that one.
apparently the trial one, so you're both using the same mech, is a good way to do this.
All right, I can do that. Let's go trial. There is no trial Hellbringer right now, though.
Oh, really?
There's a trial. There's a trial Eben.
What's it running?
Trial Eben is 2 large pulse, 1 ER meat, and a Gauss rifle.
It'll do. That'll be fine.
Mini Celeste comes in with a big old raiding party. That's right. Mini Celeste is bringing the bun raid over to the NuttyCast. Mini Celeste, how you doing? How was your stream? Hope you had a fantastic Saturday night with some hot mech on mech action. I'm sitting here getting schooled on right now long range trading. This was after having Jay.
Wait, I'm the one that was getting schooled.
I don't know. It's I feel like I'm being allowed to do this. Curse Tinker, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the NuttyCast. Oh, and as Till? Yes, as Tlee? 122, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome on to the NuttyCast. Yeah, let me go back to my I thought I had a Hellbringer that was fully built up with large pulse, but I guess I
even heavy large is
don't.
fine, like anything like that.
Oh, I've got like pretty much all my Hellbringers are heavy large.
Alright, stop me in then and I'll verse you in a heavy large one and switch it to Steiner as well.
I can actually bring my my Virago this time.
Probably chuck me in mine, Nutty.
Sure.
I don't think Mindwyrm will have this.
What do you want me to run? Oh, okay. I'll watch.
This one will do. So same principle, same mech, just different terrain, different range.
Right.
This is your chance to bully as well. Like, I'm more of a grasshopper player, not a Hellbringer. So this is all you, man.
Ah.
Let's see it.
Behold, Dr. Bees. Thank you for that follow. Welcome to the NuttyCast. Yes, behold, Dr. Bees. I love that. That's awesome.
System offline. Override engaged. System
I get
offline.
There we go. Weird. I gotta move my override button to it somewhere else.
Acquired. Left torso critical damage.
I think I got that one for free. Oh, I'm gonna get this one for free too.
Artillery strike online. Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed. Large laser destroyed. Heatsink destroyed. Center torso critical damage.
I think you have
Right
more weapons on
torso
your left
critical
also.
damage.
Yeah, you took out most of my weapons.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm getting owned by
okay.
Armlock.
That was okay. I mean, you just like your movement's really good. It's just your aim is, I don't know what you need to do for that aim, man. That's where
Yeah.
you're falling down big time. Like, you should have done a lot more damage to me because you have bigger alphas. Yeah, okay, so that's probably fair call what Ash is saying, because like I'm constantly bullying you between your alphas, like where I'll just sit there in the open and wait for you to peek. So your arm comes out, I know where you are, you don't know where I am.
Right.
So you either want to be trying to like completely dump your heavy large into me, then move along, or you know, accelerate from pillar to pillar, like as he's saying about getting the timing down. You don't want to let me get this second alpha I keep getting off on you that you don't get back. Yeah. So like you get make sure your first one comes out well, and then because you're heavy large, it's going to be awkward. But you kind of need to either get the second trade against me, or literally not take the second shot from me. Find a way to reposition better.
Right. Okay.
Probably as well, if I've already dumped my alpha into you and I'm stuck in the open, take your time with the shot. If I'm going to be back in cover, then you need to get it out. But if you don't, you know, line me up, get the shot out. Don't panic fire and sort of keep running along.
Your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no
Override
mercy.
engaged.
That's cheeky. See, now the only thing is here, I can pick my targets because you're in the open, I'm not.
Override shutdown. Heat level critical. Left torso critical damage. Airstrike online. Center torso critical damage.
That's good.
Heat sink destroyed.
See, just there, you don't get the second shot off of me, whereas I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Warrior,
Because you're not
respond.
using cover.
This is clan command. Respond.
Like hell, you could even use those pillars behind you and run back in and out of them. So, like, say if you're gonna then translate that into a game, you know, like Canyon Network.
Right.
You get your alpha off on the corner because you're a faster mech. You wait, then you sit there for a bit longer. You get your second alpha off. The team's caught up on your NASCAR. Then you accelerate into the low ground or accelerate to the next, like, block on the other side of the center piece. Whereas instead, what you're doing is you're sitting at the top of the ramp waiting to get dicked.
Right.
Like, buttered up, ready, let's do this. But you're probably also fatigued at this point.
Yeah, he was going against Jay for 2 hours before this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been
So
a
you
long
probably-
it's been a long night.
All right, let's make this one of the last ones then, eh? Then you can do it your way, so you don't feel like you're trapped here.
Yeah. Well, I actually gotta get going to bed soon. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Fair enough, then this will be our last.
Online.
Let's see it.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command to all warriors on the
System
surface.
offline.
Your task is to wipe
Stupid-
away
Engage.
all hostiles.
Stupid
Show
fat
no
fingers.
mercy.
You're telling me. Shh, stream, he doesn't know. Shh. Hi.
Target acquired.
Oh, nice. Hey. Can't look down that far.
Airstrike online. Heat level critical.
He's bullying me.
Left torso critical damage. Left torso destroyed.
Stop it! Right, he's not
Left
nice.
arm destroyed. Flange laser destroyed. Heatsink destroyed. Override shut down.
Don't run.
Center torso critical damage.
Do you know about the dead torso mechanics?
The which, sorry?
Dead torso mechanics.
Oh yeah, how it transfers damage.
See how you're doing like no damage to me because you keep letting me bait it? Use like one of your weapons and just bait it onto me. So you can always... See what I mean?
Heat level critical.
Oh, I'm so fucked.
There's only one way to find a winner.
Heat level critical.
And of course, it had the very first burst. The very first burst.
Yeah, very good, but like, yeah, just gotta work on your fine aiming and probably like how you're approaching the enemy team.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're even one mech, you're overexposing to one mech, so I can only imagine how bad it sometimes randomly gets with 11 or 12.
Yeah.
But anyway, GG's, man, looked like you were doing really well, to be honest. Like, that's... Like, you probably can keep pace quite well with, like, a Div B player, I reckon, trading-wise.
Well, no, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, it's tough. Not gonna lie, it's certainly tough to constantly lose, but at the same time, I know that there's a reason why I keep losing, and it's bugging me, and I have to learn to get better. So at least now that I know, I know what I can at least play with some confidence, and I know other things that I have to work on. Funny enough, laser vomits, like, aside from PPC Pop-tarting against Jay, I mean, all of my best things that I've done in the game have been with laser vomit, have been with Hellbringers.
So that's pretty much something then, like, you would just translate as, I'm really comfortable in this mech, and then how do I fine-tune the little parts then?
Yeah.
Like, you tried to play the Kodiak before. You were fighting the mech more than you were playing the game.
I don't play Kodiaks at all. That was like here's the thing, right? Like, I used to play, like, my number one mech by far is a Hellbringer, and my second most played mech is a Death Strike.
So that's why I said those two in particular, because why practice other stuff if you still aren't confident in bringing those two main mechs?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm confident in quick play, but not so much anything else. Like in faction, which honestly, I don't play faction very often. Comp, it's like I want to play comp more. I want to be able to do those things, but it's like I end up in mechs that I'm just not as comfortable with. Like, that's what happened when I was a stand-in for 228. That was before, so back when I was running my own team. It happened in the few runs that I did with my own team, and it kind of, I can see it kind of happening again, right?
So that's a really interesting issue with comp, because a lot of teams will have a leader that will literally prescribe specific mechs. This is what you must play. This is what you only must play.
Yeah.
Which is counterproductive if you've got guys that are only confident in what they have. But then again, you might be trying to you're not trying to bring a rack to LRM, PPC like piece of shit. So
no, I'd like to think at least I'm playing reasonable builds, but I just have to learn to play them better.
It's like in a Div B team, as long as their build's like viable, you tell them what you want it to do, and then they pick the mech, I think, to fill that void. Whereas, say for example, at JGX we've got the luxury that we can tell them this is what we think's the best, and they're already confident.
Right.
It's like you stick to what you're confident with, and once you become super confident in what you currently already have, like get your aim down, get your just pump out 800 damage to 1200 damage games.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're like, okay, I can move on to the next thing. So I translate this to a death strike. All I do is add Gauss rifles and do exactly the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, okay, so this is working. Then you move on to the next thing that's similar, but you slightly move further away.
Right.
As opposed to, I want to get really good at, SRM light mechs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what base are you starting on?
Yeah, no, that's
anyway,
fair.
GG's. Catch up.
GG's. Thanks again, both of you guys. It was appreciated. Thanks everybody in chat for coming to hang out for a skill up session, which, as you can see, Mindwyrm drops 250 bits. Thank you for those
It
bits,
took
man. I
me
do
3
appreciate it.
tries to figure out how.
I saw that. I'm like, I want to say it. I want to say it. But good game, man. Good game.
Actually, I was trolling. I figured somebody else would type it in and accidentally cheer you.
There we go. There we go. All right. Thanks again for the help. I appreciate it. I gotta get going to bed here. It's it's about 12 minutes to 1. Whew.
It was fun. You're gonna have to save this stream so everybody else can see it. But
so everybody
can ask for help.
Exactly. Yes, and that's the thing, right? Like that's kind of what one of the many things I wanted to highlight. Yes, I want to get better at the game, and I know there's no better way than to ask people for help and to and to take criticism, right? And at least have it be kind of delivered constructively, and and the private lobbies are a really good way to do that. The super high skill players that are out there are not this ominous block of people that you just can't talk to. You can absolutely ask them. Now, they might not go into this level of detail because, well, we're here on stream and we're trading people in and out and all that kind of stuff. But there are certainly a lot of ways that the high skill players can provide feedback. And it kind of goes into the broader conversation about, I think, why the high-skilled competitive players are really for this whole queue merger thing and getting people in groups. You've seen what happened running up against Lurm God, running up against Jay, right? One-on-one. We are considered, in PSR's eyes, we're considered equal because we both have tier 1 bars and the tier 1 bars are all maxed out. But the reality of the situation is that no, it's really not the case. So when you get groups of these like super high skill players, even if it's a group of 4, they can dominate the game. Now, both the casual players and the competitive players have something in common. They want to play with their friends. Problem is that the competitive players playing with their friends, it hurts a little bit more. But yeah, take this as a lesson that tier 1 does not mean that you are really good at the game. It means that you've played through the game long enough to bump that experience bar all the way up. 2, ask for help. Ask questions. Be willing to sit there and just get absolutely destroyed over and over again, so that the person that's trying to help you can actually tell you what you're doing wrong, or put a different way, can give you suggestions on what to do to improve. Right? It's not just, oh, you suck at the game, you're doing things wrong, but it's like, nah, if you do this a little bit better, then you might do something, right? Look at the long range trading exercises that we were doing, just in the past, half an hour, 45 minutes. There was a progression, and I know what I need to take from it to get better. And I've got the stream that I can refer back to, thankfully. But yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help, because the community's pretty damn good. They generally do. I find, anyways, if you say, hey, I don't know the game that well and I need help, they're usually pretty receptive. Usually. Wishmaster, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the NuttyCast. All right. Mindwyrm, any closing thoughts before I close things out?
No. You just you seem to listen well, and that's what everybody else needs to do. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into another person's stream. New people just started streaming the game, giving them just the smallest bit of advice. Well, if you don't want to listen, you don't want to listen. You don't need to get mad about it. But, it is what it is. But save this stream, and there's going to be a lot of people can learn from what you and Jay did.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the very least, you can learn a lot of the things that I did wrong, and then be able to adapt from there. Or you can listen to the advice that was given from yourself, Mindwyrm, from Lurm God, from Jay, to then translate it into what to do better. So yeah, I'll highlight the whole section from when Jay joined all the way to the end, because it was good. It was, again, I will honestly admit, very soul crushing for a while. It sucks to lose over and over and over again.
Trust me, I know. With Jay for 3 solid years in comp, it never got any different, even when I was on my game.
Yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, I knew it was coming and it was happening for a reason.
Yep, that's why I wanted to get another pilot in there. Jay teaches better when he's watching through your cockpit. There's been I've learned more from Jay in a pub match where he would die early and he would spectate my cockpit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. It sucks in the moment. Once you go back out to queue, everything will feel like easy mode. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. And in some respects, I think Jiffy, I think you're right. If you look at like when you come out of a comp match or comp practice, even when I was running Cranky Eel Canadians, and we did our newbies at comp and wanted to get our feet wet, and we would practice, and we would come out of practice and jump into the queue, and yeah, we were on our game even at our certainly like Div E level, right? Like we were certainly kind of buzzing with wanting to do everything right, and you go into the queue and you just do really well. But yeah, no, this was a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. I'm glad it's over for now. But at the same time, no, it was a lot of fun. So thank you for your help. I do appreciate it.
And no worries. It knocked a little rust off of me too, because as you saw, I really did used to be a really good long range trader.
Mm-hmm.
But a little rusty, a lot rusty.
We'll see. And Jiffy, absolutely, man, absolutely. It's trying to do it with the 228 folks, with special guest Lurm God. Those non-228 tags he has. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. But yeah, I think maybe what we'll try to do is we'll try to do it next Saturday. We'll try to do it again, depending on times. We'll try to arrange it a little better, so we can do more stuff. I mean, I could try to do Newbie Tuesdays again with me being the newbie. Everybody dog piles on me. It's just hard for me to stream the first couple days of the week just because of work. But all right, Mindwyrm, I got to say goodnight to the stream. But thanks again, man. I appreciate it.
I go to bed too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there we go. That was a long stream. We played a little bit of quick play, and then got into a lot of practice. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed something completely different. Yeah, we'll do it again. We'll absolutely do it again. So thanks everybody for joining in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful night. I will be back tomorrow for Lazy Sunday. A day where I play games other than MechWarrior Online. Might do some Elite Dangerous. Might do some SnowRunner. I might even do some Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. I don't know. I'm a little up in the air with what I'm going to play tomorrow. But we'll be certainly playing some stuff tomorrow. So make sure you tune in. I'm usually live a bit late morning, probably early afternoon at this rate, because it's going to take me another hour to wind down before bed. But until then, folks, my name is Nutty Rat. This is the NuttyCast. Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow for more video game action. Good night.